Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to another Wind Waker Qualifier Round 2. Another Wind Waker Qualifier, this will be Round 2. On comms today we have Clarion and Koala, and tracking we have J-Dude and Jade Miniboo. How are you, Dude? How's everyone doing today?
Doing well.
Doing great. Excited to see what Qual 2 is going to have in store after Qual 1.
Yeah, I heard horror stories. I heard horror stories, so I had to be for the next one, clearly.
It was quite the seed, I'll say that much.
Well, we'll see what this one brings.
This one wasn't rolled by Cubs, though, so it's probably going to be better.
Fair. He's what, 1 for 1 on Disaster Season 6?
100% rate on horrible seeds.
Good on him.
He certainly got... We'll see if we can keep that streak up for him. keep that at a high percentage.
Get him in for a couple more quals.
Yeah, exactly.
See if I can join. There's what, 8 total? Is that right?
Yes, and this is number 2.
This is number 2. So, if you're out there in the chat and you're thinking, hey, this looks pretty fun, I kind of want in on some of that action. Well, hey, you still got plenty of time. So you can't even record 8 scores anyways, so there's no reason to have to do all of them.
Exactly. The way quals work is it is, of the first 4 quals you join, your highest 2 will determine the amount of points you get. So 2 is the minimum to qualify for a tournament, but there are 8 total races that will happen. All right, starting here on Windfall, looking through our hints, starting with the path hints. Looks like we've got Tower of the Gods, Forbidden Woods, I almost said Forest Woods, and Forsaken Fortress. Anything else?
Nintendo's really fast through his hints.
Yeah. Luckily, most of the
Gold Quiver.
Most of the location hints just tell you, here's a check you don't have to get, so you just mark it off your tracker and continue on your day.
That's true. Yeah. These ones are nothing too crazy.
Starting on Windfall, we're seeing Tanjo and Gold Quiver go through. Gold Quiver going all the way to Maggie's in the House of Wealth, while Tanjo's getting started with the hide and seek quest. We'll see how soon he gets to that.
Yeah, now sometimes people will try to wait and actually do like the kids, and they'll mix in some Pictobox action, whatever.
That's a good first find.
I totally missed what it was. I was watching Tanjo do some weird side ups I've never seen.
Maggie's free item was a sword.
Yeah, Moblin's letter in here as well. Nice.
Ooh, Lyric missing that jump. That jump's so risky.
Oh, the left window?
Yeah.
I do not like the left window. It spooks me.
It's really unfortunate because like that's the window that saves time to jump to. But if you miss it, you lose a lot.
You lose. I mean, it's the classic speedrunner classic, right? Try and save 1 second, end up losing 10.
Exactly.
It's like bulb skip. Try to save 4 seconds, you lose a minute if you fail it.
Tingle giving us double golden things, a Triforce shard, and then a statue of himself.
Classic Tingle. Only it was 2. That's the true classic. Oh, the jail peak is back. That's right.
Jail peak, and there's something in that jail cell, so we're gonna see our runners doing it. Meanwhile, Gold Quiver checking out Tot. Let's see if the Music Man has any good gifts for us today, for it's just gonna be another rupee.
Yeah, actually, interesting that Chandra didn't do. It could be. You couldn't call that an interesting gift. You could call it an interesting gift.
It's interesting that where was he keeping it? That doesn't have pockets on that outfit.
I mean, where does Tot keep anything?
I don't want to think about that too hard.
Neru's pearl.
Ooh, a pearl. That, we had the windfall path to Godin. I think we just found it.
Yep, I think so. Which is a little bit unfortunately boring.
Yeah, that's a really. I mean, it's
just never what you want to say. I mean, just not to say there isn't more here for Tower of the Gods, but
I wouldn't bet on it though.
Yeah.
Like usually when I'm thinking like
Sail, sorry.
Yeah, it's Sail.
I've not seen that before.
That's relatively new.
Oh, he's just showing off.
I remember Quasi was once talking about like when Wind Waker Rando hits it big in the esports scene, we'll see runners having sponsored sales. So I told him,
oh my god!
I told him if he pays me $500, I'll put his Twitch stream on my sale, and he's not responded to my offer.
Dang. Soon.
Oh, it looks like we will have some door cancel shenanigans here from Gymnast.
Okay.
Setting up. Tanjo, meanwhile, heading to the ferry. Tanjo opting to put off a lot of those windfall checks until probably having more items.
Yeah, like Picto or whatever. But he didn't go to Maggie's either.
No,
he's just I think the natural routing of wanting to take. Oh, you know what it could be? If this is nothing, you could just reset instantly back to windfall.
That's also yeah, that's very true, and I think it's not a bad
idea.
You've
got like some save warp strats that you can kind of do when you save warp out of the Tingle Maze. Nope, we're gonna keep that one though. That's for sure.
That wallet will definitely be useful.
Yeah, and so now if you haven't seen it, so Gymnast just set up a glitch that we call door cancel. So he's able to interrupt the cutscene of opening up the door, which means that he has a very broken hitbox essentially. Because basically the game kind of messes with Link's hitbox to allow the animation of the door to play normally. So we'll see. You'll see he gets to do some interesting movement, and hopefully it doesn't go through the floor.
Hopefully.
No, I did the midair, so we're good on that. And that'll be all for the reason of trying to get to the top of the Picto box. Yeah, I know, I totally just cut you.
No, that's fine. I'm just thinking, it was on Wallet Mail, Command Melody, and interestingly, the only dungeon this seed that even has Command Melody as a requirement is Tower of the Gods, so I'm almost a little surprised Tanjo kept it.
Oh, we could have. I feel like at that point, though, it's like the doesn't really save you that much.
But he's now opted to go to Cliff Plateau, which makes sense since Thorned Fairy was hinted barren. You don't really have to consider the Thorned Fairy, Bird's Peak Rock dilemma.
Yeah, wanting to flip that all in because it's such an out-of-the-way island otherwise. Yeah, it's really brutal to... I mean, if you can avoid it, you don't want to just, orphan that one. Just because it's so far away.
But yeah, and with Bird's Peak Rock being hinted as those power bracelets, that's going to be a nice...
That's true. Yeah,
nice
you want to get that quickly. Especially before doing any sort of paw print or whatever.
Yeah, and now he can hope to find Grappling Hook maybe before going back to Windfall so that paw print gets just even more convenient to route.
Yeah. And Jim, I guess I saw a little bit of rupee farming. So the only one opting to do the hide and seek. So
yeah, everyone.
Well, at least of the 4 that we're watching. So that
true.
If it leads to something decent, that could be a bit of a jump start. However, season 6,
people who aren't on restream. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say so we're not starting with magic anymore. So usually the classic was like, oh, if this leads to leaf, that's a big deal. Like if early leaf. But now you need 2 items to actually be able to use it properly. You need the leaf and you need the magic. So it sort of cuts down on that. Ooh, but double chests and Lenzos. So we'll see.
Ooh, that's really good.
Shield is...
I mean, you need it.
And-
It's not bad. And a
and bottle is, you know.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what's... If Grandma has a Picto Box, imagine.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, and there's a good chance we'll hit up Northern right after this, so, you know, we'll pick up a ferry. Not that ferries are in you know, short supply now that we have great ferries on. Pretty much just pick one up whenever it's convenient for you, instead of being like, oh, do I wait to do Mother and Child so I can get a ferry for Grandma? No.
Yeah,
There's no
Tanjo
point.
stored who knows what. Interestingly, Gold Quiver... Oh, he stored bombs because he's opening bomb mail. So bombs
With
were inside
Mo
of
in
Cliff
it
Plateau.
too, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Gosh dang, that's the class. Bomb mail with an item is the dream.
But Gold Quiver opting to get that hint on Angular. There was the hint Angular, Path to Forsaken Fortress, and then later Angular Cave has a Triforce Shard. So, this has to be whatever the hint was for, and the hammer. It's pretty boring, but it makes sense. Yeah, and the sword was on Maggie, the free item you get from Maggie.
I mean, if the other shield's in Forsaken Fortress, it was gonna be a double dip no matter what. So,
True.
we'll see. Actually, now as you're saying it too, Lyric is also here. She's gonna go ahead and cash that one in as well.
It's one of those things where I think it's a fine idea. Personally, I'd probably just put it off to see maybe I can get them both.
Get them
one,
both
but
together, sure.
Since you know you need to get both of them anyway, and one of them is Path to a Dungeon.
Yeah, I suppose the thing with Path to Forsaken Fortress is like in the back of your head, you're like, oh, but maybe bombs, you know? And bombs are just so nice to
or
have.
Leaf, you know, either Leaf or Hookshot or
That's
Magic.
true. That's true.
If you got Magic there, that would be such an interesting, like, logical thing to go down. And I missed where he got it, but Gymnast got Delivery Bag from, I assume it was either Ivan or the teacher chasing the kids. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
He gets to take the Moblin letter that was in the bottom of the house of wealth and take it straight to the top.
Gets to take the Moblin's letter, and he gets to...
Is Tanjo swimming? Oh no, he's voiding. Okay.
But then he also gets to start the delivery quest.
True.
While on this first trip to
on
Windfall.
this first trip.
So he's actually gonna, like, you know, save that little bit over everyone else.
I hate this
Tanjo
void.
here
I hate this
opting to
void. It's not worth it in my opinion. He's getting Cyclos.
Gonna get Cyclos. A little too bad he doesn't have the Skull Hammer from Angular.
Oh, because it could go straight to Western. That's a good point.
Yeah.
No, but not going to be available.
Not. So if anyone else opts to do that, we see Gold Quiver now at Cliff Plateau, so he's about to get those bombs in that bow. That will be available to Gold Quiver as a potential choice.
Ooh, Gold Quiver with the middle route on Cliff Plat. You can see what Lyric goes for. So it's funny to see like the different runners' preferences on Cliff.
I remember it was
I'm a
timed
left
the middle
side.
route.
I'm a left side connoisseur myself. Looks like Lyric is too. I respect it.
I remember when it was timed, the middle route, if you do it right, is the
Okay.
fastest.
It's a little sketch there for a second, but
But
no, I think
all
that was more practice than I realized.
yeah,
It's just
all
it's
three
slightly
are
different
pretty
from how I
close.
do.
Ooh, a joy pendant on Cyclos.
Dang. An item that paradoxically doesn't tend to bring runners much joy.
No.
Okay, yeah, I think Gold Quiver probably just saw the bombs.
Yeah, he
Good
has
info.
marked them on his
Just mark it, yep.
tracker on stream. Yeah.
That's a really fast check. But I suppose it's not yet. I always forget about that. It's like when you know that you got something, it can be pretty quick to check, and then you know it's not like power bracelets or something, right? Because
Yeah.
you have those already, or you know where they are.
Yeah. I don't even know what power bracelets look like on the Chocobo. Maybe we'll find out.
That's a good question. I think they might just be like kind of like standard.
Maybe. Oh no, Lyric didn't get the ledge grab as she was sidewalking on BPR. That always feels terrible.
Yeah, it's like a weird chest storage gets weird.
It's one of those. You get so confident with this trick, you're like, I might never mess it up again. And as soon as you have that thought, the next time you do it,
Of
you
course, classic.
fall into the ocean. And I've fallen for that trap many a time. Now it looks like Gymnast... Looks like he's also heading down to Angular, so he's also going to be getting that Skull Hammer.
Getting hammer. Yeah, I guess
If
just following the hint, wanting to make sure that you get whatever the item is. Because you know it's something that's going to be decent, at least, so that helps.
Yeah.
It feels worse to double dip and not get anything on the first dip.
Yeah, and it looks like Tanjo went to Southern Ferry, saw it was nothing, and now he's also going to Angular. So a lot of, you know, people dipping Angular early to get that hint, which makes a lot of sense, like I said before. But we do have Gold Quiver at Wind Shrine on Dragon Roost Island. Jim's a little behind. I don't know that I'd say he's necessarily behind, because he did do more on Windfall than anyone else so far.
Yeah, it's just different. Also, did we ever figure out what was on Mother and Child?
No.
I feel like everyone's stored it.
Good question. Tanjo's tracker on his own stream isn't updating, so I don't know what it is. His delivery bag, which... Yeah, I think one of the biggest advantages Jim got from the way he did his play was he has... he was able to start the Zunari trading quest on the island he spawned in on, because, you know, he started on Windfall.
Also, slight flashing image warning for lyrics screen. Ooh,
Oh!
There's the leaf. That was on the boulder chest into your eye. Oh, also I see Tangent now also went down to Angular. So all four of them here are committed to the double dip.
Yeah.
So.
Which, I mean, again, it makes sense. You know, it's not the worst sale in the world, and you know exactly that both items are required.
Yeah.
So. And
there's definitely, again, there's the fear that, like, well, I might not even be able to single dip this, depending on, like, what's in this chest.
Oh, Lyric, does she save it? Oh, no.
Gonna be close. Not quite. I don't think.
Oh, she's so close.
That's close.
A little surprised that Jim is rushing Zunari. I'm not necessarily surprised. He gets to peek this chest. There's things he can do around here that he can get to fairly quickly.
It looks like we're gonna store Western. Oh no, we have Hammer.
Yeah, he's opting to head.
He's just gonna go get into Western. So that's probably why we're doing it now. Yeah, you get this first sort of pass.
And we'll see whatever they got in Mother and Child.
And a Crescent Moon, Maggie's letter. Okay, not that exciting. Too bad we're not going to the Vibe sub. I'm sad. R.I.P. subs. And by that I mean I don't think most people miss them.
I do. I'm one of the people who do.
Yeah, I kind of liked it. But...
I contribute my leaf pumps. I'd say not bad at all. I think they're actually pretty good, and I completely attribute that to subs. So, if anyone wants to practice their leaf pumps, I highly recommend just going to one of the subs that's not Ghost Ship and trying to leaf pump across.
Okay, it is kind of toxic though.
It's hard.
Sometimes it feels like you do it perfect and it still doesn't work, and you're like, why?
It's hard. You gotta be pretty clean on those leaf pumps to get subs. Meanwhile, Gold Quiver getting Furor's Pearl. We are one pearl.
Tanja's doing a peek. Nice to see some little telescope action. Unfortunately, it's spiked, so we still have to go all the way here. But...
yeah.
Oh, Ghost Ship is here. I guess we don't really have the stuff to do Ghost Ship that comfortably, especially Tanja, who didn't pick up the sword from Maggie.
Well, we really don't have stuff to do Ghost Ship comfortably because Ghost Ship chart's in Forbidden Woods.
Oh,
so...
well, that also. I'm getting back to the Mother and Child chest, and I'm like, what was that? Did we ever figure that out?
I was like
a Tingle statue or something.
We did have Ghost Ship chart hinted as Forbidden Woods mini boss, so it'd be pretty hard to do Ghost Ship at this point in the seed.
Look, if you believe hard enough, maybe they'll let you in anyways.
You know, fair enough.
Dead men tell no tales. I don't know.
And Jim is storing this. Oh, he got water.
He's probably gonna do. Oh wait, no, it doesn't have a.
Oh, we got our third pearl. I missed. Gold Quiver has our third pearl. He must have gotten it here in.
Oh, all right, so
Paw Print.
No grapple needed in Paw Print. Is that water again? Stay hydrated, everybody. There we go. That's the
He got
fairy.
water again, and then the fairy healed him. But Gymnast opted
He's doing
to
this double storage spot.
swim. I don't know where he's swimming though.
Helm Rock, probably.
Oh, good point.
Because we did Western already, so
That's
the only
true.
thing I can think of. We're just going straight to the top.
That's the strat we don't see very often these days. That's a good point. Yeah.
This is an old classic. Yeah, leave it to Jim to pull out the old like season 3 stuff or earlier, especially back when there used to be no Forsaken Fortress Warp, which I never played when that was a thing. I've heard stories. 'Cause, yeah, you forget, but that's not a thing in vanilla. You can't just warp to the fortress. Also, speaking of the fortress.
Oh, Lyric got her bait bag because it was on the letter from Kamali's father. I see.
Yeah, as you're saying, yeah, Gold Quiver just picked it up.
Yeah. Because the Furor's Pearl was on Salvage Core. So Lyric also opting to go to Forsaken Fortress. How is it, Gymnast?
Looks like Gymnast is here. So yeah, sorry, I guess I should have warned about the flashing. Who's gonna swim? But swim's over now, so that's over. And now you can watch Jim do a little bit of rock climbing. Breath of the Wild ain't got nothing on Wind Waker.
I'm a little surprised he opted to, Oh, he doesn't have his bombs yet, that's why. Okay, I was gonna say, since we have bombs, I'm surprised he opted to go for the mother and child swim, but no, it makes sense.
Well, and there is also the concern of, like, you don't have, like, a leaf or hook. Although I guess you could have stored something else in here, that's right. So
you can store something else. You can get a floor master to take you to the jail. Meanwhile, Lyric found another bow in the chest on bed here. So when we find magic, we'll have some good uses for it.
And speaking of floor mastering to the jail, here we go.
Yeah. As far as I know, this is the only way to get to the upper jail chest if you don't have leaf and magic or a hook shot.
It's a good point. Yeah, I don't know if there's any sort of weird, like, jank storage thing that you could do. Of course, you could peek it and it looks like it's nothing.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, it was a wooden chest, so...
Yeah, peeks kind of do change certain strats. Make some risky things of like, oh, well, we'll see. Maybe I won't have to get it. And then you don't have to get it. And you're like, nice, I'm a genius.
Mother and Child. Oh, you're right. Mother and Child.
Oh, it is Mirror Shield.
Jim has Mirror Shield. We totally didn't notice that everyone else who stored it has a shield.
Because the other shield was in freaking Lenzos. That's why. Yeah, everyone else has the shield, but Jim was the only one who's, like, quote-unquote supposed to have it.
Yeah.
Also, interestingly, both Tanjo and Gold Quiver don't have shield mark on their own personal tracker.
Gold Quiver does it. Tanjo, based on the fact that his personal tracker has nothing, I think it's just broken on his...
that's possible.
On his stream. Yeah.
Or maybe it just doesn't track anymore.
Maybe Tanjo's not tracking. Who knows?
Alright. Is Jim actually going to be cursed with this boss fight again? I feel like 90% of the time he's on stream, it soft locks. But it looks like we're good this time. Yeah. Hopefully.
But Tanjo, which fairy island is Tanjo at?
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
Mirk has storage in this cutscene.
Oh yeah, I've seen people do that before to get double storage to make storing the chests a little bit easier.
Oh, interesting. This is a new strat I've not seen. I guess, I wonder how well that would be if that's like a decent backup if you don't have bombs and you don't want to do like the really, really dumb storage stuff when you don't have bombs here.
I think that's when I saw people talking about it, that was kind of a pitch. It's like, if you don't have bombs, now you can go to FF and still get the storage for full Ganon easily.
But I suppose as well, if you are a big fan of bomb push on chess, and this chess specifically is really awkward. It's just something about it that's a little different.
I don't know. I think that might be confirmation bias.
I'm convinced. I'm like 90% sure. Do not run! Trust in the power of the Master Sword. Oh. Okay, so we got Tanjo over to Western, I think this is. Got the Joy Pendant from Cyclos for Gold Quiver. That they're just resetting. Jim's gonna fight some phantom action. Oh, that is pretty clean looking there right at the end, though. And the nice thing, too, is you avoid any sort of, dumb mini-blin action.
I think
pretty much
it's also a
guaranteed.
nice since Lyric hasn't been to Dragon Roost yet, she doesn't have that leaf. So like, let's say she doesn't get first try bomb push. With the leaf, you can just blow the bomb off.
You can blow
and
the
it's way
bomb off.
easier.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of no leaf, this is kind of like the leafless version of the
Yeah.
safer. Jim actually got a little bit of tennis action. Wasn't quite far enough underneath Phantom there.
We are seeing our first dip to outset though from Gold Quiver's side. Let's see. Ooh, Mesa, our resident grass cutter. What have you got? Oh, the
magic! Let's go. Gonna actually go ahead and leave the house then, I guess, to go straight for the fairy.
He can. Oh, he doesn't have his bottle. Oh,
yeah, no bottle though. Yeah, that would be huge.
If he could have fully cleared
out
outset in one. Oh, true.
Trust.
I believe you. We'll see.
Wait,
but with our first not first dungeon dip, our first dip into Tot G from Tanjo here, since he's got basically everything he'd want except that magic.
Yeah, that's gonna make things a little bit more awkward. But
and Quiver full clear. Yeah, Quiver can pretty easily full clear Tot G. The only thing
probably will be the next stop. Would be a guess.
The only thing Gold Quiver might want to full clear Tot G at this point is the Fire Ice in Forsaken Fortress, and he can also pretty easily full clear Forsaken Fortress right now.
True.
So he might do that before.
Yeah, it's like, because if you know there's like anything that might make it faster, it's just like, if I'm picking between two dungeons that I can full clear and I can do one like super optimally and the other one like, if I had one more item it would be nice, then yeah, usually that's enough to make the decision. Oh, the little fun storage. I respect it.
Hey, yeah. He got it.
Second try, it's probably not too bad. Yeah, for some reason the cutscene after you break that rock is like weirdly very long. Like longer than any other of the rock breaking cutscenes in the whole game. Alright, Outset Fairy, what do you got? Be the bottle that I predicted. Because that would be very funny.
That would be... You'd be quite the prophet. Ooh, no, it's the hook shot.
I mean,
that's also pretty good. Yeah,
that's like a pointier bottle, right?
But that's pretty good because that opens up.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's a pretty big, especially right here too. Yeah, so we'll probably hit up Diamond Step after this then instead.
Diamond Step was hinted barren.
Never mind, we're not gonna hit up Diamond Step after this. Golf's a thing, right? Is that still a thing?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. God, I'm so. Thank God I've got someone else paying attention to the hints when I'm on comms, because I swear to God I just can't be bothered. Apparently, I want to be bothered, but apparently I just can't be, because I constantly forget.
It helps that I wrote them down.
Fair.
It'd be a lot harder for me to remember.
Too. That's fair. Do you have that Beto back? Alright, Tanjo, let's see it. Leafless 4-1, skip. I'm just kidding. I've been baited. You're gonna go to the left side first.
Checking.
Or the right side.
This definitely makes sense.
Oh yeah, definitely 100%.
He doesn't have magic, so if this is the big key, he really needs it.
Yeah, true. Or, you never know if this is gonna be magic. Obviously we know, but he doesn't.
But because
you never want to not grab the leaf that's in this chest if you don't have it. And then do leafless Tachi when you could have avoided it.
People always like to skip this chest just in case it's a key, but I think like when you don't have leaf or magic, one of the two,
risky. Yeah,
one of the two, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, if I haven't already found the big key on the first floor, then
yeah, exactly.
It's just not worth it.
Oh,
nighttime big. Look away, all animal lovers. Actually, is Gold Quiver gonna do side hops instead? Never mind. Animal lovers, you can continue. Yeah, please look back. Please continue.
Hopefully he doesn't side hop into the ocean like I've done many a time.
Oh gosh. Oh, it's a key chest. Hang on, Tanjo. What you got?
Ooh. Oh, the worst future.
Unlucky. Yeah, some people might end up skipping that one. What are you gonna do?
It is unlucky, but I think it would be too hard to... Even seeing that key chest, it's like, okay, 50-50 for whether or not this is gonna suck.
Exactly. You're like, was it a good idea? Oh, first floor only. Okay, all right. I see you, Tanjo. I see you. I didn't see what Big had, but clearly nothing.
But yeah, Gold Quiver is not in a picking up animation, so I
Yep.
think it's safe to say.
Gold Quiver is in an I'm leaving animation. Put on the polo and the khakis. Time to go golfing? Question mark. Nope. We're looking
little
towards
interesting to me-
Headstone. Just
A
kidding.
little interesting to me that he opted to do Big Pig last. Just since if you threw the pig across, you could then get mesas into the ferry.
That might have just been like you get so used to doing mesas first that
That's fair.
you kind of don't think about that. Especially since so many
Definitely
people go early to outset.
Yeah.
Jim getting the bombs.
I also don't think, did he check Jaboon's cave?
No, but that was hinted, so.
Oh.
Right back at you. Boom, boom. I didn't remember either. I only looked over to.
You're correct. That makes
You're right
sense
though.
that
Did not check Jaboons. That is accurate.
we are gonna see a pig eat here from Lyric. I guess also if you like animals, this one might be upsetting. Everything with this pig is upsetting.
I like this game though. Ooh, that's funny. That's a funny glitch.
Oh, did you see how hard
it almost landed on the
hit?
upper ledge.
Oh my
incredible.
gosh. Lyrics got strong.
Dude, power bracelets don't mess around.
Yeah. Oh, and now we're gonna see it again here from Tanjo.
Okay, maybe not quite. Recovery. There we go. Pig didn't get too far. There we go. Now it's the Polvo and khakis. Quiver's golfing.
Is Tanjo's? Oh no!
I thought that
What
skew
just-
looked weird. I was actually gonna say something. I'm like, Tanjo's skew is like really strange looking.
I've never seen it do that.
That
was such a weird throw.
The instant recovery though. Tanjo's like, oh well. Yeah, you just go ahead and reload that.
Ooh, letter from Baito's mother leading to Cabana deed here.
And Cabana is dead though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Along with Bomb. I am sad. No Bombus Island. Oh god. Lyric, if you could see what that is, props to you, because I have no clue. I think Lyrics are... Yeah, I think Gold Quiver skipped it, so sure, but like...
Yeah, Gold Quiver and Lyric...
I could not see what that was.
They've both looked at it and decided not to get it. I couldn't tell what it was on either of their streams, because they're, it's a little small on the commentary page, so I'll trust their judgment that it was nothing.
Fair. Yeah, they probably might be looking at it a bit bigger. So Jim's getting absolutely freaking rolled by Beetle.
The Poe.
I hate that's so bad. Yeah, if you spend like any amount of time doing other things, and then he's like just super in the way.
You can peek bullet chest. You can, but it's spiky. It's Lyric's leaf is what it is, and the fact that she didn't go get it is interesting. And like we said, Gold Quiver opting to go to Forsaken Fortress before Tower of the Gods here, so he'll have those fire ice arrows.
Gymnast peak did not Lyric. I think she's going there now.
Lyric did peek it too.
Oh, did she? Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, but she peeked it and then went and did the
just knew she's going for it second. Okay. Yeah, because probably gonna end up sailing to the other nearby islands. So you want to be on the side anyways.
I was just worried maybe she missed. Sure. Because that's a bad chest to miss peek.
It's kind of nice to just see it get just straight opened too, because the fly around is dead. Like, oh, nice.
Blame Trez. True.
Awesome.
Trez didn't do anything for this seed, but we can.
Oh no!
Oh, Lyric going to Fire Mountain. Claire, look away.
Everyone look away from Lyric's screen for the next 2 minutes. The longest single check like in the whole game, basically.
I don't know that's true.
That's probably not actually true, but it feels true. It feels true, and that's what matters.
But I really understand this though. She was already.
Oh no! Yeah.
PRI. She has every item she could want for this island.
It does actually make sense, but when this is dead, I'm gonna say I told you so.
Is getting Fly Across banned? No, because that's just a chest storage strat, which chest storage is allowed. But Fly Across was hinted.
Yeah, it happened to be hinted this seed, yeah.
Tanjo didn't peek top of Headstone. He took a pair, and I just saw what the item was.
Oh, what was it? I missed it this time.
Iron boots.
Oh. Come on, people! It's on the item tracker. You have to pick it. Yeah, no, okay, we don't want that. True. Iron boots are actually so disappointingly useless in this game. It's actually kind of a shame.
I still think this is grapple. That would be huge. Maybe since we peeked Scale the Wall in Paw Print earlier on Gold Quiver stream and saw it was dead.
It might not be like hard required at all.
If it's useless, then why not store it? I'm not sure what you're asking about. But yeah, I think all 4 of these runners can definitely do this seed without grappling hook. Since there's...
But it is nice to have.
But with Private Oasis dead
also,
and
I'm just
Scale
gonna
the
say,
Wall...
I told you so, Woo, Fire Mountain sucks! Alright, I've got it out of my system. I'm sorry. I freaking hate that check.
I know you do.
It's dead so often, I swear. Never worth going to. I will live and die by that. And that is my TED talk.
But I totally lost my train of thought.
Sorry, I know.
No,
what I had to say was clearly very important and definitely worth interrupting everything for.
I was saying something, and then you said that, and I was like, that's really funny, and laughed, and then that completely got rid of whatever thoughts were in my brain before
Fire
that
Mountain
moment.
does that, yeah. Getting rid of all the thoughts in your brain, that's how I feel when I go there. Just saying.
Oh, the grappling hook, yeah. With Private Oasis hinted dead and Scale the Wall, we peeked it as dead.
Oh, true,
That's
true.
pretty,
Yeah, there's like a little bit of convenience in Forbidden Woods, but that's kind of it.
But it's like at that point, there's almost nothing in the seed you'd even bother using grappling hook for.
Yeah, it's like maybe before the mini boss, depending on how you do it, and depending on how you want to do Forest Haven. Because the small island's dead, but I know a lot of people still do it backwards for inner.
Our only runner who could save Grandma at this point is Gymnast, and he hasn't been to Outset
That's
yet.
true, yeah. No one else has the bottle yet. Meanwhile, Jim's just been carrying that fairy around for a while.
But, you know, Jim will be able to... He won't know this until he gets to Outset to get his magic. He'll be able to do the whole island in one
Which
go.
is what I bet he's waiting for. He's waiting to be able to do the Outset fairy at the same time.
Which is a little tragic.
Yeah, but I mean, it happens, you know.
Yeah, but I think you're probably right.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and peace out of here. Now, speaking of that grapple check, there you go. If you didn't see it before, you've seen it now. It is wooden. Big, boring. Also,
and now Lyric also coming to Paw Print for her first dip, too.
Mm-hmm. First and gonna be last. Single dip Paw Print, always a good time. Also, does anyone remember what golf was? Was golf anything? I don't remember golf being anything. I saw Gold Quiver finishing it, and then I looked away.
I don't think it was anything. I don't think so. But I'm sure chat will correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah. Or we'll eventually see someone else do it, and that'll be fine.
A couple people have been there. I'm pretty sure. I know Gold Quiver. I think Tanjo might have gone too. Oh god, now I'm questioning everything I know.
Okay, more storage, more Helmrock. More cheesing this fight and hoping it doesn't soft lock. Because yeah, if you didn't know, believe it or not, the fight doesn't normally look like this, where you drop down back into the area that's supposed to be full of water and magically isn't. And you don't normally stand on this jail cell and just able to wail on the head, but it works.
That drain at the bottom works as both something to fill it and drain it. So
you know, yeah, it's just really fast.
While we're up there, it drains the water immediately, because that's how water works.
Yeah, well, I mean, the fact that the tower itself is filling with water is already a suspension of disbelief, to be fair. I'm like, wow, this stone you're telling me this stone tower is watertight? That's incredible.
You're telling me they're sucking up the water from the ocean into this stone tower?
I guess it is a world that has magic, so who knows? I guess magic pumps are a
tide
thing.
went back down.
There you go.
That makes it way more brutal. Way more brutal to remember all the girls who were held captive in the prison cell down there. It's like, oh my god.
To be fair, it didn't last long, I guess, so it's just like, just hold your breath and
hope for the best.
It's rough out here. Oh, and we're gonna see Tower of the Gods, and this might actually end up being a full clear of the dungeon, because Lyric, unlike Kanjo, does have magic this time in.
She has magic. I think
And
she has
fire and ice.
everything.
Yeah.
I think she has everything she could possibly want. I'd be very surprised if she didn't do the whole dungeon here. And I imagine Goldquiver's gonna head there next because Goldquiver also just finished up with Forsaken Fortress. And like the prophet I am,
Oh, dude.
he is warping to Tower of the Gods.
Yeah, I guess there are like people waiting for like maybe Boomerang for Forbidden Woods. Suppose it's not technically
Boomerang
in
or
logic.
Hookshot, I think.
Yeah.
Boomerang
oh,
or
true,
Hookshot.
true. Yeah, Hookshot as well. Big
And
feature.
because Magic and Hookshot were at Outset. Actually, did Lyric go to Outset before she went to Dragon Roost? Because she doesn't have her Hookshot.
That's a good point. Might have been, yeah, might have been.
Or she might have just decided to gamble Outset Fairy, because Outset Fairy, like you hating Fire Mountain, Outset Fairy is also an awful check.
It's pretty rough, yeah. There you go, there's Grandma being saved. Finally happening after however long.
We have Gymnast as the first good grandchild.
Yeah, no Picto actually, so yeah, there's still like stuff on like Tanjiro still doesn't have that Master Sword.
Yeah.
Or no, I think he does. Never mind. He got it from somewhere else though.
Oh,
He doesn't have the. Which one does he have? Actually, that's a good point. I don't. He never got the.
I didn't
Nagy's.
see. I missed wherever he got that sword. Must have been focused on someone else at the time. Oh, maybe it's here because I didn't see him open this chest.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're probably right. No, hey, look at that. Should have not. The classic. Open my mouth and then.
By here,
I would
meant
have waited 2
the-
seconds. Would have been not looked like a dumb.
behind bombed walls. Yeah. Tanjiro now heading back to
I think we might see some.
Great
This might be some pig abuse on Gymnast's side. Are we doing the side? No, right. Are we another side hopper? Never mind. I stand corrected. I guess this sort of was like I think like the original strat.
That's true. I think the pig abuse strat came to a lot of popularity in season 4,
Yeah.
and only if it's night.
Oh, yeah,
great
only
fish with
only
a
if it's night.
shard.
Cause freaking oh man, I can't remember what's the guy's name. No, I used to know it and I can't remember.
Which guy?
The pig guy.
Oh, Piggerton?
Yeah. That's
Jesse
it.
Pigman?
Oh, Gymnast with the other okay. Like Gymnast with the nighttime roll clip. Let's go. No, okay, there we go. We remembered. But for the style points though.
He's Gromit Lechonk.
No, I'm talking about the
Not the pig's name, the guy
not
who
the
owns
pig.
the pig.
I'm talking about the guy who's next to the pig. Come on, pig guy. Not the guy
is
who
anyone
is a
in the lead
pig.
right now? It's
Godon
hard
is
to
ahead.
say. I don't think. Yeah, Godon's ahead. I don't think that you can definitively say anyone's in the lead right now. Interestingly, Goldquiver opting to check hop across despite having more than enough to skip it.
That's
gonna
true,
be really
yeah.
disappointing when it's a small key.
Oh, and it's gonna be tempted to go over there too, probably because like, oh, it could be the big key.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. When you're already here, it's like, well, I might as well get it.
You might as well get it, yeah, in case, because it is worth it if it's the big key, if you're there already. But then this is the moment where you go, oh, well, shoot. Oh,
Oh, there's our boomerang.
there's the boomerang, and Lyric is doing this strat. Nice. I don't remember who I saw. I definitely stole this from somebody. I saw someone else do it, and I'm like, is that faster? And it turns out it is by like a second.
I don't know who you stole it from, but I stole it from Butterlord. And I know a lot of people who I've seen do it stole it from Butterlord, so.
Who is gonna end up being spiked? Feel bad. I'm usually pretty good about remembering who I steal things
There's
from.
the grappling hook.
Yeah, let's grapple. Not a bad place to get it.
No, and like I said, it's not really that important, this seed.
Well, also, if it wasn't clear, so the reason I'm talking about that strat with Weird is if you take that statue up, it just ends up making those platform cycles work in your favor, so you don't have to wait quite as long.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wooden bait chest. Oh, Tandra hit it from the other side of the island. I need to learn.
Yeah, that's...
No, I always like just do it from over here because I know a certain lineup, but
I
should probably
wonder why
expand
he
my
decided
repertoire.
to do it that way, though.
I think it's just the side of the island he landed on.
Oh, did he swim
Coming
here?
from Islet. Nice sailed, so I don't know.
Oh, because I still would have just sailed to the other
Sailed
side.
to the
because then you
ice
can-
part, yeah, because it's far
Yeah.
away and walking is slow. Swift sails fast.
And
Double
then if
shot?
you...
Ooh, not quite.
Even if it is something, you can just go down here into the cave, and when you save warp out, it puts you right next to that chest. He's a funny little guy, that's true. Tanjo is a funny little guy. And we love him.
I did not. What did Grandma Mail have? I was gonna look, and then I didn't. Story of my
You
life.
know,
Treasure
you
chart.
asked-
Thanks,
Treasure
Ginger.
chart? Oh.
Thanks
Well,
for
we
the
might
use of
see
the
a
bail
lot
out
of
on that
grandma
one.
skipping this seed then.
That's true, depending on when
If-
Picto shows up and stuff.
Depending on when Picto shows up, and like, let's say, weird
Ooh.
scenario, the last thing they need is that mirror shield to go get the shard in Angular. If they open the chest with the mirror shield and Lenzo's first,
I feel like if the other chest is spiked, well, maybe not. Maybe I wouldn't open it. I'm trying to
if the
now that
other
I
chest
think
is
about it, I
spiky, but all
probably
you're looking
wouldn't.
for is mirror shield, I'd be like, buy
Yeah,
whatever
no,
you
you're
are,
probably right.
knowing
Like,
it's probably just a bottle.
yeah, like, I don't know what that is. Maybe be like, oh, is that deluxe Picto? Who cares? Oh, have we seen this one yet?
Yeah, this was a shard.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Tanjo came and did that right before Islet and Needle Rock. But Gymnast went for the hookshot strat, which is interesting. I don't know if that hookshot strat... I know it's faster if you're over there, but I don't know if it's
Yeah, I don't think
better.
it doesn't like end up. Yeah, I think being. I think it can end up being about even.
Okay.
But doing it and keeping it even is like harder to do than just
And
leaping over.
Claire,
But
look
if you're
away
over
from
there
Tanjo's...
doing the trading, then it is faster because then you have the boat.
Claire, look away from Tanjo's stream. I know how you feel about this island.
Well, now that I know it's also empty, it's like somewhat vindicating for me to like watch people suffer and be like, well, you should have known better. Not my fault. I tried to tell people.
And
but
what is your
people don't
reaction when it
listen.
has something?
That's when I look away.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's when I DNF the seed.
True. Every seed that Fire Mountain's required, Claire DNFs. It's amazing.
That's true. That's not true, but it should be. I should start doing that. Grand finals, final match. Who cares? DNF.
Final match. You don't even skip it. You
Stick
check
to your
it, and if it's
principles.
something, you check it, and if it's something, you immediately DNF.
Immediately, yeah. Like I just needed to know. Okay, good.
Ooh, Darknut mini boss in Tower of the Gods here for Lyric. Also,
Oh, there is another one. All right. Yeah, so I think we'll probably end up seeing some grandma saving. To be fair, people usually want magic, and with no guarantees of double magic anymore, the final fight becomes a little bit harder. I think a lot of people, that's like the one downside to like having had double magic be really consistent these past like 2 seasons is I think a lot of runners have probably gotten used to fighting Puppet Cannon with double.
you can always recognize how like spoiler log runners based on how comfortable they are in Hyrule with single magic and no soup.
That's can be definitely a lot tougher and can go way more wrong because if you need to get magic mid-fight, like especially depending on like what phase it's on, it can be rough. But there's definitely ways of kind of routing it out. It's where the double crypt shot is often not actually ideal.
Lyric definitely understanding Tower of the Gods without soup, picking up some of the guaranteed magic drops in here. So
Big. Yeah, definitely good to know your magic drops. Just learn a couple at a time, and you'll eventually get them all. And honestly, just really easy way to learn them is just like watching other people play.
And playing seeds going, I really need magic here. Where is some?
Where's the magic? Gosh dang it.
Tanjo returning to Tower of the Gods.
Actually, speaking of guaranteed magic, Jim just getting some magic from the torch lighting trial, or whatever you want to call it, in Needle.
You know, I would just call it Needle Rock Cave, but
I mean, that's fair.
Torch lighting trial works too.
Like I'm
Top
thinking
of
about
floating platforms room.
too busy thinking about Hyrule. So there's all the trials there.
True.
Even though we don't
trials
do them.
we don't do.
Yeah, even though we don't
in
do
our
them. Thank
rando
God we
settings.
don't do them. Oh gosh. Game would get old fast. I guess they are kind of cool, but the boss rematches are not that fun.
If it was just like you had to go through the trial room and then a door that warped you back to the front, that would be pretty fun. But having to fight all the bosses again, Picto Box.
Oh,
At top
Picto.
of floating platforms room.
Alright, so we might finally see Windfall again on somebody's screen.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what are people waiting to do? Like, what are people waiting for Windfall? They're waiting for Delivery Bag, which we know is on Windfall, and we're waiting for.
You know, speaking of that, Gymnast
yeah, I know,
is
I just
back on
noticed
Windfall. I didn't see. Did
I
he
didn't even
start
realize.
Mila?
Yeah, it looks like we're doing Mila and we're doing Fire Ice checks at the same time. The classic.
We're so focused on all the dungeoning going
Oh,
on.
the keys. Yeah, I always try to kill the keys in this room because, God, they just do stupid stuff sometimes.
I do wonder what is Gymnast waiting for in regards to Tower of the Gods.
It might just be a preference for overworld stuff.
Maybe. I also know, like, Tower of the Gods, a lot of people, as long as you don't have, like, Earth Temple, a lot of people like having Tower of the Gods as their last dungeon if possible. Because that way you could warp straight out of Godin into the Hyrule.
That's also true. Yeah, that's also true. So maybe even just be like, if I get grapple, I'll do Forbidden Woods first. Like if I, which Jim also has like a boomerang and hookshot, right? Like the items that we were talking about, waiting to get. So maybe that'll end up happening too.
Yeah, he might. That might be his thought process.
I mean, what have we seen in Tower of the Gods so far as when it comes to like shards and things? Like, there's been a bottle here. There's been Picto. But has there been anything that's like, required? I guess we don't know if Minenko is important. But...
There's the grappling hook, but how
yeah, but we don't
required
necessarily need grapple. Yeah, so it's like I don't know if we've
Yeah.
actually seen anything here. Like,
But the Picto might be important because
it might be. Yeah, there's a couple checks with that involved, but
especially in returns to returning to Windfall. I phrased that badly, but
Jim on the lookout for Mila. Definitely do not want to get caught right at the very end of Mila. That is a horrendous time loss.
that's
That
the nightmare scenario.
That'd be like the most punishing probably time loss in the game for a single check. I just realized the big key was forced.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The bow on Mila, Sphere 0.
Oof.
That's always nice to have. Not the most important thing in this seed, but I guess against some of the Armos Knights, it can be ever so slightly faster.
That's gonna be really good for Jim if anyone decides to skip Mila, but since everyone will have Fire Ice for Mila, I imagine
yeah, like mixing that together is like the classic.
Yeah,
it's honestly the dream. So
to do Mila with lighting the what's it called? Windmill. Thank you. I imagine everyone will do that. You never know, someone might gamble to skip it.
Banjo and Command Melody, first Command Melody skip. This is the true pairing of Wind Waker Rando.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed he gets it.
Well,
nice
he did his
easy.
setup, so we'll see.
He did his setup, so.
And his setup
first try.
I can't
Big.
I can't disparage it because
if it works, it works.
He went and found it, and it's worked for him ever since. I just remember how mad he would get at that skip.
It's understandable. It's a frustrating skip to have go wonk.
Yeah. Especially if you don't have magic.
Speaking of magic, Gold completely out, but... So we got the Wizrobe spawn, but the Wizrobe might actually drop him magic, so...
Oh, the Keys just dropped him magic.
The Keys just went ahead with the hookup. So now the Wizrobe is just an annoyance.
I didn't know Keys could drop magic.
Yeah, orb drops get weird, so
yeah.
I guess that's just part of it. I didn't really necessarily realize it either.
Yeah.
At least these Keys, because...
It's just so... I feel like I almost never get orbs from Keys anyway.
Yeah. The only ones I ever think about dropping magic are the ones in Ganon's Tower, but all the enemies in that area are, like, weird. They're, like, special.
Yeah. Except for the Moblins and Dark Knights. Those just have normal
Well,
orbs.
true. I guess more in that fight. And hey, yeah, okay, we're seeing Forbidden Woods first for Gymnast. So
Superman.
probably gonna go end on Tower of the Gods to save that warp.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Plus, we'll be able to go down and get the angular check right after this too, which we know we need, right? Because Jim, I think, is still the only one with the mirror shield. Still having been the only one who's actually been up in Lenzos.
But I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more mirror shields pretty quickly after.
Oh,
Tower
I think
of
so
Gods,
too. I think so too. Yeah, I think that's probably a very fair assumption.
Oh, Tanjo! Oh no!
Happened?
He walked backwards off of the platform while holding the statue.
Oh, no. That's tough. Yeah, unfortunately, that does constitute a void.
Who's ahead? Godin. Godin is ahead.
Put on his head. Yeah.
You can see him right now on
A
Lyric's
quick take a look to a lyric side as we see some snot arrows. Yeah, no, it's always hard. It's always hard to say because the routes have been pretty different. So.
It is exciting to see some Forbidden Woods here, though.
Yeah, little difference. We don't need all 4 runners to be in Tower of the Gods. Goodness knows, I'd fall asleep.
Well, since 2 of them are almost completely done with it, we'd have some.
It'd be minor overlap. That's true. But still,
yeah.
That point stands.
It is a boring dungeon. Gold Quiver getting the fairy.
Ah, there we go. Little fairy routing.
I believe Lyric did that too. I saw her open those pots, I'm pretty sure.
I can believe. Oh no, the pine cone. Nice recovery, actually. And the angle setup.
Oh!
Gold
Quiver quite literally got clapped by Godin.
What a good boss.
Sorry, there wasn't enough sarcasm dripping out of those words.
Sorry.
Try again.
Gives you free arrows. How bad could it be?
Oh, Jim luckily didn't fall into the water. Because Jim does not have the grappling hook for Forbidden Woods here.
Oh, true.
Oh, does he not know doing the that was a good.
Oh yeah, like
jump slash up there.
The little left side thing. Yeah, if you get just the right angle.
Yeah, you can
go over to that
the,
route with chest storage.
You can take those Bako buds and just fly over to the wall and walk up. I guess maybe he doesn't know that because that was I guess more recent discovery. I don't know, but he's been playing Wind Waker for ever. I think.
I think. Well, usually the thing is, if you if you go through this dungeon, you pretty much just you either go straight to the basement and grab the boomerang if it's like a thing that you need, but usually not, and otherwise you just literally go straight to the boss. You skip everything in this dungeon.
He has a lot of experience, so if he doesn't know relatively new tech for an obscure scenario, I wouldn't necessarily be surprised. Oh, we got another grandma save here, though. Thank you, Lyric.
Yeah, I'm sure Gold Quiver will also be right behind it. I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I would be surprised.
Corner peek here. I can't tell. It looked wooden.
It looked like nothing, yeah.
Oh yeah, they know what the freaking mini boss has, right?
Interesting that he's opting not to get it though, because it's Ghost Ship Chart.
That's a good point.
It's Ghost Ship Chart, and we don't know what Ghost Ship has.
That's a very good point. Well, we'll never know.
Or did he kill the boss and I just didn't see it?
No, there was no mini boss that happened. Well, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, because he still has chest storage.
Yeah, it was like, unless he just specifically wants to keep chest storage for something. No, I guess not, because we just ditched chest storage on a wooden chest.
Yeah, this is...
So. Well, we'll see how it goes.
I don't know what is motivating his route here, but we'll see how it goes for him. Maybe he's just skipping Ghost Ship.
Did Gold Quiver save quit out of the boss? Sorry, just random thought.
Maybe?
I just saw him sailing out of Tower of the Gods. I'm like, wait a minute.
I was watching Gymnast at that moment.
That's
I'll be
fair.
honest.
That's fair.
Looks like, yeah, Lyric.
Has
Now,
to have finally back for. Oh, no magic though.
She has soup. She'll be
Oh.
fine.
True. Oh yeah, so I'm like, I don't remember. Does this grass have magic? I feel like it probably should, but I don't actually know. You'll have to test that after this. In theory, you would think it should, but sometimes places that you think should have magic don't. Like pretty much
Like
the entirety of
Forbidden Woods.
Forbidden Woods. Yep.
The
Exactly.
dungeon where you first have magic in the base game and there's almost no guaranteed magic
Yeah,
drops
there's like
in the whole
no
thing.
magic drops in the whole dungeon. Yeah.
There's
good
like
times.
the one.
It's like this
right
room right here that Jim's in, and
Yeah,
then
this
like
room,
one
and
other
then-
room.
There's like one in the hub room.
Yeah, one in the hub room. I think maybe two, but is there two? No, I don't remember if there's one stuff at the bottom. But yeah, then like the mini boss, like right outside the mini boss room, and then this room. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, grappling hook was in first chest guarded by Armos Knights. in
Yeah,
Tower
it was
of
the
the
Armos
Gods.
Knights one. Yep.
But depending on where the shards are, Jim might hit go mode before ever doing
Yeah,
the
because I don't think there was
so-
anything in the upper like whole half. There was just I think the sword.
Oh, that's our last shard.
Oh. So speaking of swords, that's all we're looking
Because-
for now.
yeah,
because
because-
it's two bosses and angular.
Yeah, those
True,
are the
true.
only shards Jim is missing. The ones that hint. I can't talk, man. One that's hinted, and then two on bosses.
Oh, hopefully Ghost Ship doesn't have something.
Yeah. Hopefully Ghost Ship doesn't have something. Also, if Pompey and Vera or Manenko have something, that might be bad for Jim.
Yeah, I might have to go end up clearing the whole dungeon just for that Picto at the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, or sword could be right here for all we know, and then that'll be it. I don't know if we've ruled out keys yet.
I definitely didn't see all the stuff at the start of this dungeon. here
Yeah,
for Jim.
might have been a key skip that was key chest that was skipped. Well, I think we deleted a key, so. Because one of the chests that was stored was a key chest, and we save warped out of the big key there.
Yeah.
Not that it matters. This is the super classic. You just store that. You literally just walk through the door. It's like as simple as it can be. All right, and we got Lyric on golf. We can finally see that golf is probably nothing.
A wooden chest will spawn.
It'll
like,
probably
"Ah."
be a wooden chest. Like, oh, that's why we don't know what it was, because literally there was no reason to look.
Lyric opting to play golf.
Or some people are happy about that. The golf purists out there.
I haven't heard much of that golf purist discourse in a couple years now.
Fully converted everybody. That looks good.
Eat Makar. Oh,
I respect it.
like a salad? What kind of dressing should we get?
Hey, like there it is, the wooden chest
Look at that.
that we always knew. That's true. We gotta bring back the old arguments. I get bogged down with all this new wave stuff. Go back to the old classic. Best companion, which is the Tower of the God statues, because they just let you do everything.
Hanjo now returning to outset. Let's see.
And we're seeing kids being hide and seek happening again, finally.
On Lyric.
Oh, did we
checking
ever see?
her-
We never saw the tree branch. I was just thinking about that.
No, I don't think so. Did we see Small Island or was it hinted? It
Small
was hinted,
Island was
wasn't
hinted.
it?
Yeah.
It was.
No, Jim didn't have grapple, so couldn't do it right out of the ending the boss. So this is like sword or something. That could be a big deal. And it is
I can't. That's not the setup I used to peek it, so I can't really
yeah,
tell.
I couldn't see, but It's not obviously a bait item, so
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna go up and check it out. Might be like Picto or something. Picto's kind of a smaller model. Hey, look at that! It's Picto. It's a
look at
smaller
that.
model, just like I said. I'm a genius. Oh, that could be important.
That's also really nice for Lyric, who hasn't done a lot of those return trip stuff to Windfall. But I imagine everyone's trying to look for delivery bag before going back to Windfall.
Probably,
which,
yeah.
Tragically, it's
here,
there.
Yeah, I'm sure Gold Quiver will be happy about it. Like, oh, nice, there it is.
Jim getting that hinted shard.
A classic angular action. Camera work there was actually really interesting. Very, very angular. Very fitting for the island.
Yeah, well.
Hey, you know what it does? You know what that looks like? It looks like it's pretty inconsistent, I'm sure, so. Little classic strat.
Yeah. Tanjo opting... He didn't get his fairy from Tower of the Gods, but instead just got it from Outset. And knowing Tanjo, I think he's a little bit disappointed that he just found Hookshot, because I'm sure some part of him deep inside was really hoping to...
I was hoping it might be a hover seed.
Yeah.
God, imagine. I'd love to commentate a hover seed. I think with these dungeons, though, it's like usually just not something that ends up happening.
Oh, I just realized Lyric does not have Boomerang.
Never went to Islet, yeah. Not the biggest deal, but it definitely is nicer for this this dungeon.
Pompey and Vera, let's see.
Could be big, could be big. Required question mark? Sword,
yeah,
question
Gold's
mark?
been to Mother and Child.
Oh,
Pompey and Vera's got nothing.
And it might be a while before we end up
has
seeing
Gold
about
not been to Mother and Child?
He
He only has one shield and he just did Lenzo.
Oh. Wait. Ooh, did Gold reset Mother and Child?
I don't know. Or did he delete it? Somehow. I don't know how he would have.
I think unlikely deleted, but was Western... I feel like Western wasn't anything. I remember Gold resetting out of a fairy fountain.
I think you might be right. He might have reset Mother and Child.
I mean, it was maybe to like, oh, maybe I'll use that for Hallmark or something, so... But it's easy to forget.
I don't know. That Mother and Child to Helmrock is such a rare scenario that I think Gold Quiver's a newer runner than that being something he might be comfortable
with. That being like a consistent thing, yeah. That's
what do
true.
we need for no mode? A single sword. We are a single sword. I don't think any runner is a single sword from no mode.
Yeah, that's also true. I think all
actually
of them
Gymnast is about to be because his sword is on the other half of this floor of the dungeon.
Oh no, Lyric's got 3.
Gold Quiver?
Or I guess, sorry, 2. We started with this sword, huh?
Gold Quiver's missing a lot of shards, at least on his tracker. Yeah, Gold Quiver only has 3 shards.
Yeah, what haven't we seen now? We haven't seen Ghost Ship. We have not seen Minenko.
Yeah.
We haven't seen probably some third thing.
We know 3 are Forbidden Woods, yeah, but Gold Quiver doesn't necessarily know that. Is what I'm saying. Whereas Gymnast is literally, he's going to open this. Gymnast needs to find... The only thing Gymnast is missing is also what we're missing for no mode.
Yeah. But
unfortunately...
It's starting to seem like...
Ice Ring was not hinted dead.
That's true. We haven't seen Ice Ring. Wait, that's really weird. I guess people are probably waiting to link it in with Angular, but... Did Jim not go there?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Looks like we don't have the chat commands for our hints for some reason.
Yeah, our barren locations were Bomb Island, Private Oasis, Thorned Ferry, and Diamond Step.
Last Sword could be vanilla, that's true.
Oh, that would be pretty hype. Yeah, because only Ganon's Maze is the one that's guaranteed hint, which is a quiver today.
Yeah. Do you think anyone's gonna pick that up?
I wish, but probably not.
That's the worst thing to get hinted as a quiver, because there's a lot of quiver hints I'd see and be
Yeah,
like,
I'd be like,
when
oh, I'll
it's
get
on the
that.
way,
That
I'll-
could be good. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, if it was like Mothula mini boss hinted as a quiver, I'd probably do the mini boss.
That's definitely right. That's definitely right there on the edge where you're like, well,
Yeah.
I might go in there to get my stored item anyways. So.
The convenience.
Oh yeah,
of
we
the
haven't
quiver
seen
is so high.
Postman. This is true. We have not seen this check right here. I don't think.
Oh yeah, that's also. I think you're right.
We did see delivering Moblin's letter. We didn't see Maggie's letter, which is a Tinkle statue. Which reminds me, we haven't seen Ankle, but I don't know if we have all 5 yet. And one of those could just be in a barren location, and therefore Ankle is not required.
By my count, we only have 4, but I don't remember where they all are.
Actually, might have seen that one from Jim. Thinking about it, he might have done it when he was there for Mila.
Maybe.
I might have missed it.
Maggie or Postman. I think what will really be bad for Gymnast is if it's on Ghost Ship.
Yeah.
Because Gymnast skipped the hinted Ghost Ship chart in Forbidden Woods. So that would be a genuine tragedy, and I think it would really really kind of call the race for him in this on the restream. But we haven't seen it yet, so we don't know if that's the reality we're in, or if it's just.
Yeah, I mean, the downside to hints sometimes, where if you just misread it, then
yeah,
it's like in a world without hints, you know, you just kind of do it all, right? Oh,
yeah.
I grab storage here. Are we doing door storage? I think maybe.
Yeah, likely because she doesn't have boomerang.
Yeah, no boomerang, so that's definitely one of the classic ways to get down to the basement. I think a lot of people's go-to method.
Or we could have the worst timeline where Ghost Ship has the Tingle statue and then Ankle has that sword.
Oh.
That would be even worse.
That would be something, all right. We can't rule it out, not yet.
Yeah. I am now just so eager for someone to check Ghost Ship. But
Just for that peace of mind.
the only runner who has it yet is Lyric, and the other 2 are about to get it.
Yeah.
And
So
she
it'll be-
hasn't left the dungeon where she got it, so.
Yeah. So it'll be just a little bit still. It's gonna be grapple for the Gymnast. Not that necessarily gonna. Although I guess I actually could end up using it to grab the deluxe Picto, which is what's on the leaf for him.
True.
So, which we don't know if we need or not yet. We're running out of checks, and
Did Gold Quiver
You know,
give that picture to Manenko? I didn't notice if he did, but
he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't have the deluxe.
oh,
It's just a single.
Oh,
Only
you're
one from
right.
Tower of the Gods. Yeah,
You're
Lyric,
100%
Lyric is
right.
the only one with the deluxe
Yeah.
Picto right now.
yeah, you're right. I totally forgot. For some reason, I thought he had it too.
Yeah, I think there's a decent chance that Gold Quiver is just gonna wait to do it after this. Probably Tanjo as well. You just link it in with because after you leave Forbidden Woods, it sticks you out inside of Forest Haven. So
Yeah.
a lot of the times people will mix it in with that. I don't remember actually what ends up being faster because doing it backwards can be pretty fast. 'Cause you can skip like half the bulbs, but
I
if
think
you're
doing it
already getting like
backwards is
warped into there.
fastest. I think doing it backwards is fastest because you can also go back out where you entered
yeah,
going
and then go
backwards
in
and
with-
fly to Forbidden Woods.
Yeah.
And
Although
with leaf
that-
pumps, you can just make it all the way to Forbidden Woods in one. Although I don't remember if you can do it on single magic.
That might be double magic only. Thinking about it, yeah.
It might be.
Oh god, there's so many strats where I'm like remembering from different.
From different time periods of
in another time
magic
zone,
amounts.
in another timeline, in an alternate universe.
Do we know last word? No, that is the only thing we're missing for no mode. And there's one possibility where it can really, really bite gymnasts in the ass.
Yeah, as the only one here, I think, who's not picked up the ghost ship chart.
Yeah. I don't think Gold Quiver's picked it up yet, just because he hasn't been to that part of the dungeon.
Oh, you're right.
But-
Sorry, Gold Quiver is about to. I assume.
Yeah,
Probably.
I would expect that Gold Quiver is about to also pick up that ghost ship chart, and Jim
Yeah.
skipped it despite having it hinted. So
Which might come down to misreading a hint on accident.
yeah,
But we'll see.
Or making a wild gamble. And I don't normally associate Jim with making wild gambles, but you never know.
You never know.
It's
To be
another
fair,
world.
you know, it is qualifiers, right? So, you know, you've got a little bit of wiggle room.
If he did misread that hint, though, and it bites him, I'm sure he'll be salty because he misread... Not misread, but because item hints are new and a little... People aren't used to how they work, he definitely lost time yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I think a lot of people kind of misinterpreted that one from the previous
Yeah.
qualifier, it sounded like.
That one's a very explicit, like, you will learn what an item hint means in this seed.
I'm sure I would have messed it up too. Hints are still... I'm still not super used to them, even though they've been around for a while.
Yeah, the way I always think about it is item hints work exactly like Baron hints. So when you get an item hint saying Headstone Island, it could also be talking about the dungeon in Headstone Island. If you get a Baron hint that says Headstone is barren, it also means your dungeon in Headstone is barren. That is, I think, the easy way to think about it. The item hint this seed was there is a progressive bow in the mail.
Which ended up being on bomb mail.
Yeah.
Just like the freest one. Lyric, I think, is one hit short on this Calidamos with bombs. There we go. Nice. Yeah, no boomerang, so you have to do some slightly creative strats on that. Yeah, Forbidden Wood is just ending up being loaded again. It's like everything is right in the world, you know?
Yeah. Nature is healing.
Yeah, pretty much. Jim not trusting it with the bubble. That's fair. It was that was really awkward positioning. Like sometimes you can kind of like give him the, you know, put the moves on him, make him miss, but right in the middle like that was pretty awkward.
You see really good runners always just kill one of them. I never trust it. I just kill both.
That's fair. I usually kill the right one and I try to get the left one with a leaf attack as I go past it. That's usually my method.
I see a lot of people kill the left one and then just try to parkour their way around the right one.
He can a lot of the time, as long as he's not in like really bad position. But
I've been burned too many times. Who has the lead right now?
Great question.
If Ghost Ship's not required, I'd say Gymnast has a good lead. But if it is required, I think Gymnast is dead last. So it's really going to come down to what do we see in the Ghost Ship whenever someone checks it.
Well, okay, what shards are Lyric? Lyric hasn't gone back to Angular, and she's missing one other one, but she's done all the dungeons now, right?
Yeah, I don't know if she's been to Great Fish.
Maybe not. Yeah, so it might maybe be Great Fish.
Yeah.
Great Fish, Angular, but also does still need to do Mila, which is like a, couple minute investment.
Yeah.
So some bigger overworld stuff there on Lyric's side as opposed to needing to finish up some dungeon stuff like the other runners.
Yeah, it's definitely a but that is my opinion on the lead. Gymnast is either pretty far ahead or pretty far behind. And I just really want someone to do Ghost Ship, please, anyone.
First Picto there. And the Picto box thing could also be a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might even actually give it to Tanjo.
Tanjo might...
Hey, no, Tanjo hasn't done Melee yet either, has he?
No, Tanjo hasn't...
Yeah, never mind.
Tanjo's done the least on Windfall so far, with Lyric doing stuff on Windfall right now.
Okay, there we go.
Gold Quiver opting to push the flower here in Forbidden Woods basement. We've seen a few strats down here today now.
Slower but safer.
You know, in Quals, I say always go with what you're comfortable with.
100%. I want to mess around and find out, you know?
Yeah.
As they say.
God, I love door cancel hide and seek so much.
What's up, kid?
I'm gonna take credit for that jump where you jump through the walls in the bomb shop to get to the last kid. I'm gonna take credit for that strat because I've never seen anyone else do it before I started doing it.
Yeah, it's just wild to just even see this done with door cancel. Like, hide and seek has come so far.
Oh, you know, I didn't think about this. I mentioned it with Lyric, but Gold Quiver also not having Boomerang here in Forbidden Woods.
True, yeah. You know what? Because it might have been like a delivery bag thing, like not wanting to go to...
Yeah, because it was in Islet.
Yeah.
Which, funnily enough, I think the person who found it first also doesn't have delivery bag yet.
I just realized, yeah, we did the Lenzo door cancel strat with Picto. But still often end up being faster. There's the mirror shield.
He's gonna get that bottle.
And another bottle, which is a lot less exciting.
If Manenko has the sword, then Lyric is in a pretty good spot.
It could be a big deal, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, depending on how quickly she ends up going to Great Fish.
I imagine because she'll get delivery bag here.
You would think it wouldn't be too
I imagine
much
it would be
longer.
pretty quick.
So we'll see. We will see. This could be a big deal. Oh, Gold Quiver's going for bow strats.
I think it's really in this situation where wherever the sword ends up being is how we're gonna know who's ahead right now.
Probably, yeah.
And if it's in Master Sword Chamber, I think no one's ahead.
Yeah, and that's the great equalizer. Well, actually, no, that would probably screw over Jim as well.
Oh well,
might not be willing to check it. Well, I guess maybe not. I suppose
if it's in Master Sword Chamber, it might not screw him because he'll probably just skip Ghost.
Yeah, that's a true point. Yeah, I guess Ghost Ship really is that would be the downfall.
Ghost Ship is the one that will really screw him over. I think if it's in Master Sword Chamber, I still think it's probably pretty even between everyone. Oh yeah, and Jim could gamble it's there. If it's there, he is right at Tower of the Gods right now.
Oh, true. Wait.
And I don't know.
Now I hope he does gamble it because that would be hype.
I don't know how
I would respect that.
I don't know how much he keeps up with like rando discourse, but we have talked about since CTMC, gambling Master Sword Chamber is a pretty fine play.
Oh yeah, because you can see like right away. Which
Yeah.
actually, even too, what you could do is you could save warp out of this fight. I guess you have to sail out of the dungeon, but
Or just take the thing out of the fight and save as soon as you get.
yeah, that might be the
Down
better way to do it. Just save so you can just quick reset back to the boat.
Yeah.
Oh, did Tanjo just confirm Ghost Ship? I totally missed it if so.
Oh, did Tanjo do Ghost Ship? I missed that.
It might have been. I'm seeing people talking about it in chat. I'm too busy watching a Godon fight, which I've seen like 10 bazillion times, so I don't know why
Ghost
I'm
Ship
watching
be
that.
dead.
All right, Manenko, that was nothing. I didn't see what that was. That was not sword though, right? So.
I think so.
All right, Ice Ring. This is another place we haven't seen yet for some reason.
Ew.
Kind of surprising. Have we? Maybe we have. I don't know.
I don't think
so.
we have.
I think it was something I was watching yesterday.
I definitely don't remember seeing anyone do this, and this is a long
I think
island.
you're right, yeah. I was confused. I was watching a Wind Waker HD run on ESA yesterday. Giant Clam did all dungeons. So you have to get iron boots.
Is it just Ice Ring and Master Sword we haven't seen? I think that's right.
That might be right. That's a wooden chest. Oh man, wait a minute.
You know
Wait
what
a
we
minute.
also still don't have though? Is the 5th Tingle statue.
That's true. That would be a funny thing to find in Master Sword Chamber for sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's spend
Especially because it means you're guaranteed unable to to take the warp out to Forsaken Fortress
Oh yeah.
to just get back to Hyrule easier.
Yeah, because you can't break the. Yeah, walk your butt right out.
Which I mean, not that anyone would need it, since all you need is the sword in this case.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. We're seeing a save. You know what that means?
I think this has to be it.
It might be.
You're scared about... I'm also scared about Gold Quiver's shield. I think he did reset that shield in Mother and Child.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, a big raid from Icola.
What's up, peeps? Welcome to Qualifiers.
Welcome to Qualifier 2.
Lyrica's getting some storage. Oh, nice. Right off the torch.
Sure
Big.
that was a clean storage.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
Oh, no.
And
Did we
got
see
caught.
Zunari? I think Gymnast did Zunari a long time ago. Gymnast is missing one sword, but it could very easily be here, and I think it has to be. Unless there's something on Windfall he hasn't done. Oh, well, there's something on Windfall he hasn't done.
Maybe it is Zunari. You might be right. Maybe we haven't seen it. He definitely traded the flower, but I guess I don't know if he's been.
He traded the flower, and
no,
then
he went back and did Mila, right?
Yeah,
So...
he came back and did like the lighthouse and stuff. So I don't know.
What are we missing?
I don't know what he still hasn't done here.
Unless the 5th Tingle statue was like stored by somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, I guess we'll see.
Has anyone checked Southern? Yeah, Tandra checked Southern Ferry a long time ago. If I remember
yeah,
right,
we've
it
definitely
was
seen Eastern too, and
I think we've seen every ferry. And if I remember, Southern Ferry was a golden feather. We'll see on Gymnast's side, if I remembered that correctly, very soon. Some more clean storage out of Tandra there, up by Maggie's door.
I hate a lot of those storage spots up there. I don't know why. They're just weird.
No,
I
I'm
think
just.
I think the
confused.
torch
Where
one
is
is one of
this
those ones
sword?
that's like push you too, so it's always a little awkward.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tandra
I'm like, what
meowing.
are we thinking?
I'm confused and invested. Me too. Like, where is this damn sword? And is it Zunari?
It might actually be. I'm trying to think. It might actually be.
So the full moon picture is not, that check is not in logic in these settings, so no one will have to do it.
Yeah. Thank
Zunari was a Tingle statue, was he?
God. Oh. I miss what Minenko had.
What sort of ankle? I
I
did too.
don't think Minenko. It was like a bottle or something. I don't know.
Gold Quiver, getting that boomerang. The full moon pick side quests depresses. Well, luckily we don't have to do it in our tournament settings. Minenko was a heart piece. Okay. Ice Ring fully dead. Yeah, we saw that.
Didn't have anything.
Saw
Yeah.
that from Tandro. That Tandro getting that sword from the Sphere Zero
Finally, yeah.
Maggie deck.
The Sphere Zero sword.
At an hour 24 into the seed.
Gymnast accidentally opening the chest. Not that that's like a huge deal, but small time loss.
Tandro,
Definitely didn't mean to.
getting that. Does Tandro, did he finish hide and seek already, or did he get here at night?
I think he got here at night, guys. Doesn't done hide and seek.
Decorating the town is also not required. Those are both long side quests, and we do not have long side quests turned on in the season 6 settings.
Thank goodness.
Like, decorate the town and even the full moon picture, I don't mind those that much. I just hate Lenzo's assistant.
Oh god, yes.
To me, Lenzo's assistant is the reason to turn those off.
Yeah. 100%.
Lyric.
I'm pretty sure Tandra also has deluxe, so we'll probably get another chance to see what Minenko was.
I'm just fascinated. Where in the hell is this sword? I mean, it has to be ankle, right? I think that's the only check
it might be.
But now I don't remember where all the statues were.
Same.
I know
I've not
4
been
of them,
attention.
but I don't know the
Hell no.
5th. And so I don't know which one people are missing. Goron trading? I don't mind Goron trading. I think Goron trading can do some interesting routing things similar to Withered Trees. Although, you know, you get the opportunity for some just awful hell seeds with both Goron trading and Withered Trees, so. Wasn't this the 5th? I think so, but I just don't. I can remember where 4 of the Tingle statues were, but I don't remember where the 5th one was. So I don't know which ones people might be missing.
Okay, there was one on Tingle, one on Tot, one on Cafe
Tsunari.
and one on Zunari.
Oh, Tot. Tot was the one I forgot. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So then wait, what's the fifth one then?
Eastern Ferry.
Oh, all right. So we do have all 5.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of the runners have all 5.
Yeah, I don't think
But, so you're right. Yeah.
looking
So
at
it is going to be ankle then.
Yeah, looking at their personal trackers, I can't tell how many Tanjo has because his isn't updating, and everyone else says 4.
Everyone else says 4. Yeah. Which
ones are they missing?
Yeah, I'm like.
I guess Zunari.
Unless people. Yeah, maybe. It must be. Must be. You know what? Yeah, it must be Zunari, and then Gymnast is missing. I don't know.
Gymnast.
Cafe? Unless this is just not up to date on his own side. Sometimes that does happen. Sometimes you have 5 and you kind of don't realize.
And you forget. Well, at least now you can check in your menu.
Thank God.
Back in the day, where the only way to check how many Tingle statues you had was to go to Tingle Island.
Yeah.
And count the statues.
Yes. Shout out to Lago for that. That's a big reason why we end up having island puzzles on.
Yeah. Who's a winning?
Or Misk,
You know.
was it Misk?
Tanjo just got the one from Tot. That's the one I would have known if I'd just been patient. It's so hard to tell who's winning. I think it's guaranteed now that last sword has to be
on ankle.
Ankle. But no one has all 5 statues yet individually. So
Yeah, and we are concerned that Gold Quiver hasn't realized that they reset a shield.
Yeah.
So shield doesn't have mirror.
Yeah, because
it's a bit unfortunate because we're at Ice Ring now, which I'm sure Gold Quiver has been pushing off Ice Ring to do with Angular.
And that mirror shield
not
is
happy
required.
that we're here. Yeah, mirror shield is gonna be required. We know that there's a Triforce shard behind that. So
and we've known it's been required the entire seed.
Yeah.
It wasn't like oh we peeked it and saw it and maybe it is, maybe it isn't. No, we just got told at the start
yeah,
that's a Triforce shard.
So it'd be uncomfortable. Oh, morph to mother and child. Could be good. Might have realized just now. Yep, that is a closed chest.
He got a fairy at a.
Yeah,
he got a fairy at Tot G, so
we're good.
He did realize he's.
Storing it to. Oh wait, maybe.
I don't know what
Quiver didn't do Western. I thought we did.
I thought I could have sworn he did.
Could have sworn too. Oh no, we're not doing Cyclos either. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was stored for Cyclos, resetting Cyclos. I don't know.
I don't know. I could have sworn Gold Quiver.
Right, well, regardless, it's looking like Gold Quiver's going to do a swim, which will be a flashing lights warning.
Well, there's his. He's going to get his shield, so.
Yeah, so we should be good on that front. That's like one of the main things that.
Which Tingle statue does Jim not have? Maybe.
That's what I was thinking.
Fairy?
Possibly. Might get it after this Cyclos visit here.
I don't know if Jim's been to Eastern Ferry, and I don't know if he did the Cafe Bar. Which, I mean, obviously he had to have done one of them because it says he has 4 Tingle statues.
Yeah, I don't remember where Maggie's on Crescent. The Crescent?
Yes.
So that might have happened after the Mila visit. I'm not sure.
I'm unsure. Did he do Tot? Yeah, Gymnast definitely did Tot.
Well, because did he ever visit Pawprint either? Because might have waited for Grapple for that. I don't know.
I think he did.
I feel like he did too.
Yeah, because Din's Pearl was in Pawprint.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, and freaking Ferrora's was on the boys, so.
I'm almost 100% certain he did Tot because I think he did Tot at the beginning of the seed, since he was the one who stayed on Windfall.
Yeah. Oh no, 100%.
And so he would have gotten Tot while doing hide and seek, which he did at the very beginning of the seed. Tanjo got the delivery bag. Gets to go give that letter back to
go straight
to
back.
Maggie.
Yep. And to be fair, it was on the lower floor, so you'd have to make the climb up the stairs anyways, but no hook shotting up or anything, unfortunately. Not allowed.
I'm so excited for someone to find that Tingle statue.
This is actually kind of wild.
Jim spent I think over 10 minutes now looking for a single. It's been even longer than that, actually. I think he spent almost 20 minutes now.
Just looking for this sword, yeah.
Yeah, because that's all he needed, basically, once he started Tower of the Gods. And so he's done a whole Tower of the Gods and now all this overworld.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, as soon as we got the sword in the lower, that's technically all we needed. Although he did end up getting the grapple in there too, so.
Yeah.
But Minenko's not important, I think, right? So.
But that's all he is needed. That's all he's actually needed to find is this. Where is this one sword?
We'll see. Lyric is gonna go to Gravefish, gonna get that final shard, and gonna finish the trading, which should net a final Tingle statue, I believe.
I imagine that's where Tanjo's about to go too.
Probably.
Just to do the. Oh, he has to check the
cafe as well. Yeah.
Thank you. Those were the words I was looking for, and I couldn't find them. But because I think Tanjo's also full cleared his overworld at this point, other than. Yeah, he's equipping the flower. I think he's going to go do that.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's the only thing at this point that he hasn't done is Zunari. Zunari and ankle, so full clear. Classic.
And Gymnast is back at Windfall?
Yeah, so we'll see. Oh, we have Picto, of course.
Oh, right.
But then, not sure if there's anything else here.
Is it unrendo? They actually all found the boots, but they're not needed in these settings. You only need iron boots in this randomizer if you're doing a Wind Temple, or at least with these settings. So they all saw iron boots on the top of Headstone Island, and since they don't need them, they didn't pick them up.
Dragon Roost.
What? Maybe Fire Mountain?
Fire Mountain.
I don't think he's done Fire Mountain
Might
yet.
not have. I'm just like, does Jim actually have 5?
Someone got the Triforce. Yeah, Lyric getting the cutscene for having the completed Triforce. I wonder if Lyric will go straight to Zunari. She's saving, so I think she's going to Hyrule.
Gonna go to Hyrule.
Gonna go check it.
Goldquiver's doing the same.
Goldquiver also checking Hyrule.
Yeah.
Gymnast didn't talk to the postman in the cafe, apparently.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, that could be bad for him. Unless he... Well, That's... I definitely get it. It's such an easy thing to do. I've made mistakes like that where you...
You plan to do something, so you mark it off ahead of time, and then...
You do the first half of a check, and then don't do the second half of the check.
Oh, yeah, that you're like, alright, I mailed the letter, I'm done.
That's, in one of the Season 4 qualifiers, I spawned Light 2 torches, and then didn't open it. So
your brain's already moving on to the next thing, right? So it makes sense.
What's missing for Go? We just need the last sword, which... I think
we're pretty much positive is on ankle.
Has to be on ankle, and Tanjo is going to ankle. I think that's all he has left.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think this is last check. I guess I don't know if he ever actually did.
Oh, I don't think he checked Hyrule. Yeah,
I don't think he did. Yeah, to be fair.
But we know it's all that's left.
Yeah. All right,
and
here we go.
If this isn't a sword,
if
we're
it's
all
not
gonna be
sword,
confused.
then it's gonna become a very interesting stream.
Only sword.
Yeah, there it is.
On Quiver and Jim. Yeah, all 4 runners were only missing that sword.
Yeah.
Wait.
There you go, and Goldquiver's got the fun statue.
Does Tanjo not have... He has the fully upgraded Master Sword, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
No.
Does he?
Oh, no, what is he... Did he never went back to Angular, maybe? That might be what he's doing. Yeah, because he's got full sword. We're going to Angular.
Okay,
we didn't get
I
the shard. Which, so yeah, so when we were talking about Tanjo not gambling Hyrule, literally couldn't at the time.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's part of it.
Well, I guess he could have. He knew where the shard was.
True.
But oh, Gymnast is going back for the ghost ship chart.
Ah, realized it at least.
Yeah, realized he didn't pick up the ghost ship chart. But
that's unfortunate.
That's not going to be it for him.
Yeah.
Goldquiver's going to get his go mode here. Goldquiver's going to be the first in go mode.
Oh, and Jim also has to store something because he deleted the key.
Yeah.
Or didn't pick it up. He deleted one of the keys. I believe.
Gold Quiver are first in go mode.
It's a Hyrule race.
Like I said, when people were asking who's ahead, I could not have told you. Yeah, it's gonna be a very close.
I'm like, Gold Quiver's looking good, Lyric's looking good. Like, it's hard to say.
It's a very close Hyrule race
Yeah.
here, I think. Between
Like,
Gold Quiver entering Hyrule at it's like 136.30 on his tracker, right around there.
Not bad. I'll be right back.
Oh, and we just see in chat, KitKat finished in first place. Congratulations to KitKat. Oh, also in chat, Alex was second place. Very close between those two. Where was Sword? The Sword was on ankle. That was the, we kind of knew it had to be on Restream because we'd seen everything, but we did get confirmation from both Tanjo and Gold Quiver finding it. But there's Tanjo with his Triforce cutscene. He can now go to Hyrule. He'll be looks maybe about 1.5 to 2 minutes behind Gold Quiver. So definitely a strong lead there for Gold Quiver there in Hyrule. But Puppet Ganon can be a tough fight. It can just take a little bit of bad luck or screwing up on Puppet Ganon to lose that 1.5 minutes. And yeah, Tanjo going down right around 138, so it was about 1.5 minutes. Don't need all 5 for that. Their personal trackers, I can't see what they're... They both definitely have all 5 Tingle statues. I'll say that. You do need all 5. So if Gold Quiver's tracker, if someone's tracker only says 3 and they've been there, it's just not updated right. But yeah, Gold Quiver and Tanjo both had all 5. Lyric has all 5, and she's about to go get her sword.
And unfortunately, the Ghost Ship chart is going to end up being bait.
Yeah. Oh, poor gymnast.
Yeah, this might be rough. Because if it is the cafe bar that they missed, that's a hard one to remember that you just forgot to do.
Yeah. And it's also especially, it's not like a chest you can go check or anything. And it's once you in your brain write off that you've done it because you did the first half of the quest.
Yeah. Well, and it might have even just been like meant to go in there like after doing Mila and then just ended up doing something else. Or like got distracted because Mila was an item, you know?
And there is Lyric entering Hyrule about 139.30 roughly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, our 3 owners in Hyrule, in order, Gold Quiver, Tanjo, Lyric, they're all about 1.5 minutes from one another. Which is a pretty strong lead, but with Puppet Ganon, it's not a guaranteed.
Especially now with single magic again. Like the fight is a lot different than it's been of late. So
they do have 2 bottles and soup though, so that helps.
I guess that's true, but even still, like
you don't have to be hoping for drops. Yeah,
that's true though.
Like I was saying, I think Gold Quiver has a strong lead here in Hyrule, but it's not a concrete lead.
Man, that'll be the season to remember when mail checks aren't in logic, so bottles aren't guaranteed, and it's only single magic.
Gymnast's about to get the bad news. He's not even bothering peeking it because he thinks it has to be guaranteed. Oh no!
Like, wait a second.
And now he sees.
Yes,
all right,
we'll see.
Does he figure it out?
Pretty good chance, but it's tough.
There's KitKat in chat. GG's KitKat at 22nd first place.
That's definitely a mistrack situation.
Yeah.
I'm looking like Gold Quiver is looking for magic, or we're gonna hook shot up.
Ooh.
Sometimes getting that ledge grab on the hook shot is pretty annoying. There we go, we got Keys here.
Oh, Gold Quiver doesn't have soup.
Oh, shoot, you're right.
He never saved Grandma.
There we go.
Oh, Jim
one
going through his
magic
hints
drop
now. Oh no.
Yeah, it's a hard one to remember because that is definitely like I have like a couple checks that I'm like usually the ones if I miss track I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably like under grandma's house or like it's probably like the whatever it is, the statue behind DRI, what is it, the wind statue? I feel like it has a different name than that, but you know what I'm
Wind
the one I'm
shrine?
talking about. Yeah, the wind shrine. That's another
I
one I
have no idea
forget
what
a
you're talking
lot.
about.
You know where you learn friggin'
No, I'm kidding.
okay. Look.
I was gonna just name the check and then say it. I didn't know what you're talking about. What did Jim miss? Jim got the cutscene in House of Wealth for Cafe Bar, but forgot to go talk to the Rito in the bar. And
Yeah,
so he's
Dean
missing
ended
that
up
Tingle
getting the
statue.
chest. Yeah, and there's a Tingle chest leading to sword.
Oh, GG's there from Jaznix. Third
Nice,
place.
nice. I'm probably gonna see some of them start to roll on in.
Jazz. Tanjo.
Oh, no drops for Gold Quiver. I guess
Oh, that's
Magic
that's
is still
unlucky.
doing pretty good, but like that's still
That's
annoying.
that's unlucky though, because I don't think he has 6 shots of magic here. And Tanjo with soup can kind of just go for the double crip with reckless abandon. And he'll catch up. Oh, he doesn't need 6 shots, he just needs 3 shots of magic. He's
That
fine.
might be good actually, yeah.
First shot. Oh, Tanjo getting 1 crit but not 2.
Alright, magic drops, pause. Oh, 1.
It's 1.
1. Could be better. This actually is probably, I think, about
And
4
there's
shots.
PG3.
I think Tanjo has exactly 4 shots right now.
There's PG3 done for Gold Quiver, so he is super close. Lanamphy finishing in 4th place.
Nice, nice. Lyric entering. Moving on Jim's side. Oh, not quite yet. Rope climb. Good height. Whoa, really going for it. Nice.
He got a good
climb.
Yeah. Got a good amount. Tanjo
That's most of the
opting to dupe that soup.
That soup. Oof. Yeah, especially on this phase. Waiting for the morphs is like a whole pain.
Oh, yeah.
They only fall after PG runs into the wall, and it still takes a while because morphs are like, you know, freaking 1/3 gravity.
There's PG3 down for Tanjo. Gold Quiver with a nice grapple skip.
Oh my god, all the magic for Lyric?
Lyric took their magic. Now, as long as Tanjo does not... not Tanjo. As long as Gold Quiver does not die to Ganon, I think he'll have a...
It doesn't have the soup as the backup.
pretty
but
strong lead. Yeah,
should be fine. I trust, I believe. The fight definitely does change a little bit.
He does have the
double
fairy,
damage.
though, so he has 8 hearts
Oh,
here.
you're right. Yeah, okay, the fairy definitely helps.
So, the soup
And
would only
actually,
help
if you
him
really
for
wanted to
double
go
damage.
crazy, you could also fairy dupe. That is a thing.
I wouldn't bother.
No, I wouldn't bother either, but if you really were concerned.
And on to phase 2 Ganon. Yeah, Jim definitely looks confused, not understanding where his shard is.
When you mistrack something, it is so rough.
Oh, it's so hard.
It's so hard to remember.
Especially with CTMC. Alright, where's he going? Did he figure it out?
Oh, no,
Ooh, he might have.
Might have. Like, there's a pretty good chance that he'll figure it out. He's a smart guy.
And there's
But it's tough still. It's
Gold
tough to do it
Quiver.
quickly.
Gold Quiver first finish on Restream GG's.
G Gold Quiver.
Tanjo right behind. Gold Quiver final time of 1:44.59.
Solid 5th overall. Big room as well, so that's no small feat.
Yeah.
Looking like Tanjo might come in with the 6th, but who knows? Someone might snipe. Hard to say. Oh, we're at paw print. Oh, hang on.
Oh no.
Wait a minute. Might be probably worried mispeaked something, which is fair.
Yeah, I think that's where his brain's gonna go. So
That's a
it's
good
like
place
how
to
long
start.
would it take to
Yeah. Good
take
place to
that? And it
start.
looks like we do have Gold Quiver in. GG's Gold Quiver, and as I say that,
GG's.
also GG's to Tanjo, who just finished on Restream.
Big,
Hello,
big.
yeah, good game. That was pretty interesting. It's a nice change from yesterday. Oh boy.
It was we had quite the time on this on the restream looking for that last sword.
Oh yeah. Oh, the one time, like, you don't put off. I didn't want to put off mother and child for too long, right? But then you get a bottle, and then there's not much reason to go there. But it's, I don't know. It came back and kind of bit me a little bit. But
Yeah, I was trying to. So did you reset out of Western? Was that what it was? I couldn't remember exactly. Because you did it, right? Didn't you check it? And then.
I didn't check mother and child until about an hour and a half in.
Oh, okay.
Really?
So I
Claire
could
and
have
I both
sworn you. I could have
swore
sworn
did
you
it.
went through it, and then we're like, "Oh, did we reset that shield?" Oh,
We thought
okay.
you
So
reset
you
that
just
shield.
haven't gone there.
Mhm.
Okay. We were worried
Because
for
you definitely
nothing.
reset out of one of the fairies, and I was like, "Oh, maybe that was Western fairy."
No, I just started reading a bottle, and then I got a bottle elsewhere, so I just never had a good reason to get back.
Gotcha. It's like, wait a second.
And
That
welcome
makes
on in,
sense.
Tanjo.
Yeah, GG's, Danjo.
Yo, thank you. GG's.
I liked your sale.
Thank you. That's the new meta.
Is it the new meta?
Yeah, it does.
gotta get on
I don't
it,
know
buddy.
why, but it messes up the boat texture sometimes, though. I don't know if
Oh,
it was
interesting.
noticed, but like my boat's head was like red or white.
Oh, I didn't see
sometimes.
that.
I don't know what's up, but
GG's lyric.
GG's lyric.
Are you still in console, Tanjo?
yeah,
Okay, maybe that's part of the reason why then, I assume.
maybe. I don't know.
Hard to say, I'm not sure. I don't know. All I know is your bombs are weird.
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
up with Jim? Jim got the cutscene in House of Wealth for Cafe Bar Postman and then forgot to go talk to the Rito, so he's missing that Tingle statue.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
And he does not.
It's just mistracked, yeah.
And so he has full cleared, but has nothing. Does not have his last
Yeah,
sword.
that's a hard one to remember because it's not like you just skipped it, being like, "Oh, I think that's not a spiked chest," and then turns out it was. But
I think that's a really hard one to remember because you can't like
Yeah.
mispeak it. And so, like I said, once your brain says "I've done this," it's very hard to go back and remember that you didn't.
Especially if you've like done practice seeds recently too and stuff, which who knows.
Yeah. Welcome, lyric.
Yeah, GG's lyric.
Hello, GG's.
GG's.
That the final hunt for that last sword kind of wrecked me there.
Jim
Yeah,
has been
same.
looking. Jim's in the most unfortunate scenario. He's been looking for that last sword for about 35 minutes.
Oh
And
no.
Jim, we were just saying, didn't go talk to the Rito after doing the cutscene in House of Wealth, so he doesn't have that Tingle statue.
Oh.
Yeah, we were all like ready for it to be freaking Hyrule, and then it was.
We were also-
oh,
We were also worried that it was going to be Ghost Ship,
yeah.
because Gymnast was the first one to do Forbidden Woods, and he didn't get Ghost Ship chart when he was there.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Went back for it, but no,
Yeah, he has since
Oh,
gone back
dang.
and done it.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah. So it's tough. But-
Yeah, it seems like
But-
seems like there's a lot of long chains that lead to, some of them lead to items and some of them lead to nothing. Look, it seems like at every seed, but there's always the opportunity to save more if you just did this one thing, right? But that's always going to happen.
Yeah. This was there was a god route this seed someone could have found, but I don't think we saw it on Restream.
Yeah. To be fair, I feel like that doesn't usually end up happening.
No.
Although I don't know, maybe Kit can regale us with a tale of
Yeah.
the god route because they did come in first. So, but
Would
Yeah.
love to hear from our runners in here though. What were your kind of general thoughts on the seed? Were the hints? What did you think of the hints? How did it all go for you?
I thought it was pretty nice overall. I went and cashed in my angular hint pretty early because I knew the cave was the shard, so it couldn't have been our hint. So I was banking on like having a long chain or something so that I could do it early. But
Yeah.
ended up being Skullhammer.
Yeah, I mean, I also went early just because I don't know when I'm gonna get like the items required to do the cave. So may as well just grab it now, help my routing out in the beginning.
Yeah, if it winds up being bombs or something.
Yeah, I think overall I'm pretty happy with my route. Like, it was a full clear, but I think for a full clear, I think I routed it well. And I'm pretty happy with my execution overall too. Some blunders here and there, but
Mhm.
overall, I think it was a good seed. Just unlucky, of course. The last sword being where it was. Because if it wasn't stuck on Windfall, he could have skipped coming back to Windfall entirely, maybe. Which would have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had all 3 dungeons finished at about 110 or so, and so I was just looking for a sword, a shield, and another shard. And
Right.
it wound up being mostly a full clear. I got to skip Fire Mountain and Grandma, but not much else.
Right.
We at the start of the seed, all 3 of you left Windfall pretty early. Jim stuck around and did a lot of those, like he did hide and seek, he did the door cancel into Lenzo really early, and so
Like we knew like delivery bag was there, so it was kind of funny. Like, well, one of the things we're waiting for is probably delivery bag or Picto, and
yeah, that's what we were
the
talking
Pictos
about.
are continuing to elude us, and the delivery bag is on Windfall. So
We kind of hit a point where we thought all 3 of you were maybe waiting for a delivery bag before going back, and it's like, well, bad luck.
Yeah, I mean a little bit, but like there were lines to clear in the overworld that made sense rather than going back to Windfall. So
Yeah.
oh, I wonder
And
if Jim is
also-
worried he mispeaked the outside of the mini boss.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
He's back in
I
Forbidden
think,
Wood.
I think
He's
that's what this
storing.
is. Yeah.
I
That's my
think
guess.
you might be right. This
To be
is a
fair, I
chest
don't like that peek for that reason. It's hard. It's hard to
Oh
see.
yeah,
if
I
it's
don't
straight
even.
underneath.
I don't bother
usually
with
do
that
it.
peak.
Yeah.
I don't bother with that peak. I climb up. I do like just what we did before CTMC, and just climb up on that cycle.
No.
Why is he getting storage in this room?
Just out of chests.
And he needs to store something because he deleted a key.
Yeah.
I want to shout out that Keys to the 3rd statue in Tower of the Gods for dropping an orb to refill the magic that I...
Oh yeah,
yeah.
we were talking about that actually. Yeah, that was pretty big. Because I was just saying, I'm like, well, you know, got the Wizrobe spawn, but like maybe that's not the worst thing because the Wizrobe usually drops magic, and then like he's literally dropped. I was like, oh, never mind, all right, sick.
There's a couple strategies through this room without grabbing the ledge, and Jim is just doing the vanilla one. You can also make it to the other side and walk up the tree, but
Also, I on my second trip back to Windfall, I got caught by Mila, so that was fun.
Oh yeah, that was unlucky.
I was trying to do
That
too many
ledge
things
grab
at
on the,
once.
Well, yeah, and it was going well. He just accidentally got the ledge grab on top of
Yeah.
the roof there, which is just unfortunate.
I don't know what Jim's going for here. Oh, he's going for the soft lock.
I don't think he's going. No, I think it just going through this room is kind of. There's like a couple weird ways of doing it. But...
He
you can go
almost
up, you
got
can
a
go, you
soft
can go,
lock.
you can go up this. You can go up that left tree. I think that's what he was probably
Yeah.
remembering, but just not quite remembering because it's not like a common strat.
yeah, not really since Sporolog days. You see
Yeah,
stuff.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only other thing is I completely also got confused in Tower of the Gods. I was thinking when I was going to do the floor 1 skip, do I do bomb push or do I move the statue over? And I wound up moving the statue, but since I didn't jump, I just muscle memoried and went and got hop across, which
Oh, that's why you did
it's-
that.
was
Yeah.
completely skippable.
We were talking because Tanjo had done that earlier. He went into Tower of the Gods before anyone, but Tanjo didn't have magic at that point, so he did hop across earlier, and we were talking about like, you know, since he doesn't have magic, if that's the big key, he's gonna want it, etc., etc. He got it and got the small key and then left.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think doing floor 1 Tower of the Gods, like when they aren't like super good lines in the overworld, is not bad.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense.
Yeah, I was wondering whether or not to push to the warp hut, because we're gonna lose some logic, but I said against it.
It's a bait. It's a bait. It's never worth it. It's a bait, 100%.
Does Gymnast not know the climb here with chest storage?
I'm not sure. You might, but it's also kind of like, you know,
And
it's a
GG's
situation
moment.
that's just not going into your favor, right?
Yeah.
Just wondering which one you missed peaked, right? And it's none of them.
Oh, trying to grab the ledge. Chest storage.
Yeah, it's the chest storage situation.
It's unfortunate that both of Jim's races so far have resulted in this, where he's just
Yeah.
like trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. It's unlucky.
Definitely a rough.
Hey, you get 4. If he wants
That's
to take another 2 or not, up to him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. There's a lot you have to think about sometimes when you play.
Well, now we know what was in that chest. Treasure chart 41. In case anyone was curious. The last treasure chart.
We're almost at the end of the seed then, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's actually how progression works. You have to find all 41 treasure charts. You don't have to open them, you just need all 41.
Treasure chart percent.
Yeah. Well, season 7 spoiler.
Ugh. Season 7 is all sanity, but the win condition is just getting all the charts. You don't actually have to
Getting
kill
all
them.
the charts? That's so
Just not the Triforce, just the treasure. But it is all sanities, so you have to find all 41.
Yeah.
Now that sounds like a terrible fun race.
No, yeah, you can salvage up the cabana slide puzzle squares, and then you have to solve a cabana slide
Oh,
puzzle.
Jesus.
Oh my god! The fact that you have to find them first.
Yeah.
Do you have to do all 16 or just?
I don't know. Yes.
That's a lot of checks.
Yeah, you
So
can find the lamp.
what you do for Halloween, you do a seed where you start with all the charts, and then you have to go to each square and fish it up like you're going around trick or treating. Looking for
It's
your
gonna be in this
goodies.
one.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then that's it. I don't. That's all I got.
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
Gotta have our community version of like Dampe's Valentine. Yeah, so checking a couple of the ones that we saw that were, might have mispeaked, but now this is where again, like that's a tough check to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the big thing was just realizing with the hints that there was a shard in the angular cave, and that the Helmer Rock hint was something else there. That's it. Because yeah, you can absolutely make the decision to try to wait to get all of your shields and a hookshot or leap or something, or go for it right away. And it sounds like there's a bit of a variation on that between runners here.
Yeah, I'd say we got pretty varied routes from everyone. No one was kind of taking the same line. The three of you all had the same dungeon order. For the I mean, Tanjo had that floor 1 tot G. That everyone else single dipped their dungeons, but by and large, the dungeon order for you three was FF tot G, Forbidden Woods.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was pretty diverse routes. You all kind of went to different places at different times.
That's
And how do y'all feel about season 6 seeds, like settings just in general?
I hate
don't know if-
no starting magic.
I
That's fair.
don't mind it. I don't know. I think it's funny to get lights and not be able to use them.
I mean, it is funny. You're not wrong about that.
Just waiting for magic on Puppet Anime's chest, like Jim was saying. Like he was
Yeah.
joking about.
Yeah, it's possible. It's
I will say
a very
it does have the
specific
best,
scenario.
True. It does have the best Go mode name, which is Muggle mode, which I think is so funny.
Yeah.
That's excellent. We finally have Muggle mode.
Will we ever get it? Hard to say.
Hard to say. Yeah.
A
hard to
lot of
say.
Wind
Probably
Waker is
very
magic
unlikely.
locked.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Yeah, a lot of it's very magic locked.
Just like hoping for the
Yeah.
Baron Windfall.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
the idea of getting magic in Maze Chest. It's possible, but you have to have you can only have DRC, FF, ET, and there can't be a key on ET left side.
That's true. Yeah.
As
wait,
soon as
that's
you
very
don't
true.
have any of those, it's completely impossible for that to
Yeah.
logically be true. And then also there can't be a small key in DRC basement
Oh yeah, that's also fair.
because that takes magic logically. And
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
saying there's a chance?
I'm saying it's possible. I'm saying I will not be surprised if we don't see it in
If we
season
never-
6.
There might not be enough season 6 seeds to give it the time frame that it would need to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GG
Somebody call
Tom
up
as
Dream.
well.
I'll
Poor
make it
Yeah.
Jim.
happen.
Yeah, I know Jim's desperately trying to figure out what he is missing. And it's going to be a hard one to figure out.
Yeah.
Especially because I think his thought process is like, what is a chest I missed peaked?
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Yeah.
it's not gonna do it. Oh yeah, it looks like he DNF'd.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, it's really hard to
Yeah.
find it.
To try to retrace those steps. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why you get more than 2 quals. So
Exactly.
sometimes it happens, and you can just do another one and just forget about it, right? So.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to win season 6, all you have to do is come in the top 30 or 32 or 24, whatever we do, and then just win every game from there. Every
Just win.
Just win. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so easy. Just start winning.
Take
Yeah.
advice from Dan to God. Just
Hey.
go fast. Go fast. Find the items you need and win.
Exactly.
It's just that easy.
I was watching.
This
some
one
stuff.
simple tip, you too can be the season 6 champion.
Yeah, I was studying the top runners from past seasons, and I noticed that they won. So I think I might try to adopt that strategy. But I will
Oh.
see.
This is why Tanjo is one of the best runners.
This is what it takes, folks.
Yeah.
I think I'm adopting that from Butterlord last season. Just skip hide and seek. Sometimes we won't have to do it ever.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I did wait until like an hour and 15 to do hide and seek, but
Welcome on
Same.
in, Gymnast. Sorry about the DNF.
Yeah.
I cannot figure out for the life of me what I missed or if I deleted it somehow.
So what happened was you got the cutscene in House of Wealth where the guy was mad at the Rito. You never went and talked to the Rito in the bar.
Oh,
And he has a tingle statue chest.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I figured that I figured the Master Sword was on
On ankle,
Ankle.
yeah.
on
Sure.
ankle, and I missed the last statue.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were saying like that. I mean, like, 'cause on like a chest, we were like, oh yeah, maybe I mispeaked it or just whatever. Yeah, like that's a tough one to remember. And that's not like for me personally. Like I kind of have a radar of like the ones that I usually forget, and like that's not. It's like
Yeah, we were
I'll like not
saying-
check underneath like Link's house a lot of the time because I'll get distracted doing grandma or whatever.
That one feels
Yeah.
almost impossible to find if you're trying to go back through the seed and be like, what did I look at wrong?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I wasn't only just thinking like, what did I look at wrong? I was like, did I just mark off something I never got? And
Sure,
I
sure.
definitely thought about the cafe bar, but I thought that I got it, and I thought I just got like a golden feather or something, like something that wasn't useful. So,
Yeah.
well, I guess 3 points for everyone else.
Outside of that, my main question for you is, did you mean to skip Ghost Ship Chart on your first...
Yeah, that was intentional.
Oh, okay.
I was like, well, this is basically just one long check. I'll gamble that it's nothing.
Okay. We didn't know if that was like a gamble you were making or you just misread the hint.
No, yeah, that was intentional.
Okay.
I mean, it seemed like you went back there pretty quick, like when you were kind of looking for stuff to do. So it's like, okay.
Well,
it
yeah,
seems-
'cause I was-
seems
I
like you
was-
did know, yeah.
Yeah, I did know it was there. I was,
Hmm.
and then eventually I was like, oh well, like based on what I know, the ghost ship must have the last Tingle statue, which sucks. And then it was
Yeah,
not
like,
that,
yeah.
and I got very confused.
Sure.
Yeah, we had a while on Restream where it was kind of like, we don't know who's ahead because wherever the last sword is determines who's ahead.
Yeah,
Because we're all kind of just looking for it at the same time and checking different things.
Yeah, pretty much. Otherwise,
why can't I forget to check something when it's useless?
I know.
Right. I know that feel. Well, there's more qualifiers though, so there's that at least.
Luckily, you get
Good
4
job, boy.
chances to get.
I don't know.
races.
Based on my current track record, it's not going so hot.
You know, we were
You're just
talking
getting
about
the
this.
cursed ones out of the way, and then
We
you'll
were
be good
talking
for
about the
rest of
simple trick
bracket.
is to just win races. If you just win the next 2 qualifiers, you do. Look at that. It's like these first 2 didn't happen.
Yeah. I mean, that is true.
Just win.
I mean, and also better to have this happen now than during a
True.
one-on-one
True.
match.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
fair.
True. Yeah. Look
Alright,
forward to the main stage once that happens. It's
Yeah,
always
when
nice.
is the next qualifier? Is it just next weekend?
It's Friday, I believe. Let me go double check. Yep, Friday, July 28th at noon Eastern is the next qualifier.
Cool. So if you hear that, everybody, if this is something that you're interested in, it's open to anyone. Feel free.
Sometime.
There's still plenty of time. Yeah, still plenty of qualifiers left.
Yeah. No harm to try.
No, even just for the fun of it too. You know, just to see how you stack up, or just just to say that you did a seed, whatever.
You'll even get to beat me because I'll forfeit.
There you go.
Root.
And then you can have the bragging rights. It's beating
Anyone
Jim.
who has watched gymnasts speedruns and thought I could never be as good as him, you've got your opportunities. I know that was me back in the day.
Very skilled player.
And to be fair, in like normal speedruns, I stand no chance against gymnasts.
In like every other category of Zelda speedrun, yeah, I stand no chance. But
I don't know. My glitchless hundo time in Wind Waker. It's better than Jim's since Jim's hasn't done one.
True.
But we take those. We take those.
Yeah, let's see. My glitchless OOT Hundo PB is 10.5 hours.
Oh snap! Okay.
I think that's realistic to beat.
I think that's probably a quarter of what I'd get if I went for an attempt right now. So I think you're pretty solid there still.
All right, Zin, you wanna send us off?
Yeah, sounds good. So first and foremost, thank you so much, runners, for allowing us to restream you. So can't imagine what that's like, the nerves and whatnot, and during a qualifier. So we appreciate allowing us to watch you guys and comment on you and to see how fantastic all of you are. Thank you to all of the volunteers, our trackers, Jade, Miniboo, and J-Dude, and of course our comms, Clarion and Koala. We really appreciate it, all of you guys coming out and helping us out today. Later on today, we have AD keys, Link to the Past randomizer AD keys at 4 Eastern, and we will be raiding over to, with just started, NMG League Season 4 Desert Palace Division Round 3, that's where we'll be going next. And I think that's all for today, and we potentially have another Link to the Past randomizer cross keys tomorrow at noon. So yeah, and if you want to see the full schedule, hit !schedule for that in the Twitch chat. And so yeah, I hope everyone has a great rest of your day, and thank you all for coming out. Have a good one.
Yep.
Goodbye.